DSP. Let's share Pearl. He is live. Act like it. And mind you, DSP is in chat. He's currently sitting in his chat, just refusing to actually do anything. Hey, Shorts. How's it going? Oh, is he finally starting? He is, finally. Just 3 minutes late. Congratulations, DSP. Let's see if I can't get this to work. I would have started a couple minutes ago, but was having an issue. And yes, guys, it is the birthdays boys today. Yay! Are we all just excited about Derich turning another year older? Ooh, spicy Italian wedding soup. I do love Italian wedding soup. My favorite soups. Whenever I go to a so-called Italian place, they don't have Italian soups. Like, I did not have Italian wedding soup. It's supposed to be Italian. What the fuck?
Oh, shoot, a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Oh, yeah. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Oh, yeah.
I went to a buffet place. Guy at work, trying to get his Jeep to start. Yesterday, he had to send it into the workplace or workshop, whatever. I was like, man, I have to pay for Uber. Uber is expensive. Like 3 miles, and they're gonna charge me $20. Like, ouch. Oh, fuck it. I'll go into town and give you right there then. As long as I'm in town, maybe I'll hit China 1. Give myself something to eat. Stuff myself. About to eat breakfast. I was up since like 8 o'clock. It's like, now you can go get this guy right to work, and then go buffet place. Have yourself. God, it was delicious.
Lots of mass and weight and volume. The rain is very heavy.
Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight. Volume.
The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight and volume.
Volume. I have not watched Near anime yet. I'm still almost done with Suits. Now I gotta watch the new season of House Husband, Way of the House Husband on Netflix that finally came out. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna watch. I know the first season of Chainsaw Man's done, and I've already read the manga. Maybe I'll watch the Chainsaw Man anime, because I heard that's supposed to be really good. Guys, I haven't seen Sarah Mist in a long time, so it's called Starry Lemon Lime Soda. That's weird. I was wondering whatever happened to Sarah Mist. Heavy is the rain. Rain has lots of mass and weight and volume. That's a good question. Unless a detractor gets a job at YouTube for a specific function, of kicking him off of YouTube. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But LG's currently banned, so... Didn't even try to drink Coca-Cola. I've never been a big fan of Coca-Cola. Fine. Volume. Sheesh, how's everybody doing? For a freshly cleaned sock? Ew, gross. Almost forgot. Set up, and of course, snort account. Oh, wait, no snort account yet because he's not on there. But did you guys see they released Mountain Dew Pitch Black again? Yes, I love Pitch Black. Don't drink Dream World, I wouldn't either. That's annoying. So, let's hit a commercial real quick.
Oh, with that aroma can do brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
I love my commercial breaks. Got to sleep in today, yay! I was hoping to sleep in a little later than 8 o'clock, but when you're so used to being up at 4:45 when your alarm goes off. Wait, then again, it was like 8:13 or something like that. It's like, that's still over 2 hours, 3 hours later than I normally would. Normally at 6 o'clock, I'd be at work. But waking up at 8:13, yeah, I got to sleep in. Dreamland Deluxe. Not sure what that is. Oh, that Disney Dreamland that DSP's played for Derich. He's constantly breaking TOS. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that YouTube cares. Oh, good to see you doing better there, Shao. I miss Kirby. I cannot find my copy of Kirby's Dream Land on Game Boy. Kirby Dream Land. Every now and then I feel like I want to play Pokemon again, but it's like, man, then I need to bust out the other. I gotta bust out both Game Boys. Gotta bust out the trade cable. And trade over the other starters, because I refuse to play with just one starter because fuck that noise. Like, alright, so you start off with a Charmander, trade it. Then you start with Squirtle, trade it. Then you start with Bulbasaur. Then you trade back the Squirtle and the Charmander to the other game that now has the Bulbasaur. So you can go through with a Bulbasaur as a starter and just crush the first two gyms. Hopefully by the time you get to the third or fourth gym, you'll have enough badges to make your traded Pokemon not rebel against you. Yeah, remake or for Switch to get it on their little Nintendo Plus thing. God, this song is so bad. What do you guys think is his worst song? For me, I mean, this song is so fucking bad. I also hate his Employees to the Floor, whatever it's called. What I like the most is the Rain is Very Heavy. I don't know what it is about The Rain is Very Heavy. I like that song, but the rest is just, even if they have a good beat, it's just the lyric bad. Uh-oh. Not the audio cancer. Man, he could. Back in time. Back in time. Let's do the time warp again. Which version of Thugs on the Floor? He has like 5 of them.
I'm not rolling. I'm trying to run. This is stupid. What's going on? He's dancing. You're gonna be dancing in a second. Your days of dancing are done. Another fucking painter. God damn it. Where's the bonfire? Kindle that shit.
The sex change coffin? What the fuck? Am I a chick now? I think I turned into a chick. What is the point of this?
We have returned to the world of Dark Souls. There's a dragon. A giant fucking knight. We got trolls. What the fuck? I play video games for the coordinates of you.
Praise the sun. Ah, praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
What the fuck is that?
Dark Souls.
Son of a bitch. What the fuck is a plunging attack? Oh, good dodge that attack. You can't hit me if I stay on
Tevin doesn't seem to talk to anyone as far as I know.
fucking rat.
He's his own little microcosm.
Thing on the second try.
Which, hey, good for him.
Moonlight butterfly. Oh,
I don't know if anyone has ever actually talked to him in like the detractor sphere and all that. Oh, what's that other new show that just came out? I'm a Tomboy or something like that. That looks pretty funny on Crunchyroll. And there's so much shit that comes out every single day between Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Crunchyroll. All this stuff to watch, never enough time to watch it. Yeah, so how you guys all doing today? What are you doing on Friday? Hopefully you guys... Wait, no. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Holy shit. I know what day it is. Yeah, Thursday, the 12th. What are you guys doing on Thursday? Can't wait for this weekend. I gotta work 62 Saturday and Sunday. But we got football afterwards. Playoffs. And the Vikings will either win by 4 or lose by 40. I spawn, I die. I spawn, I die. Anyone here watch football? I'm honestly rooting for the Vikings, but also rooting for the 49ers. They're my buddy's team. The Bills. Go Stephon Diggs from our Viking. Solo D&D? How would that even work? Wouldn't that just be telling a story? Although I wouldn't mind seeing the Jags win. That'd be hilarious. Like, what is it? Yeah, Jags Chargers, 8:15 Saturday night. Like, go Jags, go! Went 3-14 last year, winning the AFC South, going to the playoffs. Hilarious if they won. I die. Spawn. I die. Unless they want the Bungles to win, Bucks to win against the Cowboys, because fuck the Cowboys. So, go Bucks, go Bungles, go Vikings, go Bills, go Jags, go 49ers. Look, am I really only rooting for the home teams? Although I guess I wouldn't be too mad at the Seahawks one, just to rub their nose into Russell Wilson a bit more. So if you do a D&D solo story, it would be a story you're writing, but you don't know how it's going to end. Here's how I hope it ends. Oh no, I rolled a 1. Everyone died. The end. Can't stop. Can't stop killing them. I die. I spawn. I die. I die. I spawn. I die.
I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up. I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up. I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the
Yeah,
fuck
that
up.
defense is not good.
I really wish these 10-year-olds would shut the fuck up.
Which has helped Brock Purdy for the 49ers a ton. That defense just ravages the other teams. And, right now, sports betting is legal in Ohio. So let's see, I got $10 on Christian McCaffrey scoring a touchdown anytime. $10 on Christian McCaffrey scoring 2 touchdowns. I got $10 on Stephon Diggs scoring a touchdown at any time. And then I got $10 on a parlay of Josh Allen throws for 200 yards, Stephon Diggs scores a touchdown, Stephon Diggs scores a touchdown in the first half, and total points in the first half being 21.5 or higher. If all those hit, I get $54.29 out of $10. One buddy's like, yeah, I already put like $300 into it, but I'm up $800. Like, I'm gonna do 40. I'm not gonna go crazy like he is.
We're gonna try out Mega Man 10. What the hell is this music? What the hell is this music?
I think Trey Lance should be out of a job. They might keep Jimmy G if they can afford him, but he's going to be a free agent. I'm sure Jimmy G is going to be like, hey guys, this team's offering me 10 million more. Screw it, I'm out. Which, good for Jimmy G to get out of there. They tried to bench him for Trey Lance. Oh, he got hurt. Then Jimmy G gets hurt. Well, they got Brock Purdy out there kicking ass. And also, if they lose Jimmy G and hang on to Brock Purdy and Trey Lance as a backup, both those guys are on rookie contracts. Both those guys are dirt fucking cheap. We're going to have plenty of players being free agents this year. Where it's like, hey, we're paying our starting quarterback $1.7 million this year. 17 million? No, not 17 million. 1.7 million. So, yeah, we got an extra $20 million we can spend on other positions. Rob. How's it going? Yeah, Trey Lance ain't going back out there. Brock Purdy's doing as well as he is. If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, Trey Lance is never going to see another snap again. It's the birthday boy. Ooh, Darkwing, you doing alright? Yeah, Trey Lance, number 2 pick. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And Mr. Irrelevant's doing better than Trey Lance. 13 hours? Damn. I was off yesterday and today. I got 2 days off in a row. I don't know how that happened. And then I got told, there was crackdown on hours at the beginning of the year, and, what we're going to do is we're going to schedule you 7.5 hours. So you worked a full 8, fuck it. But we're going to schedule you for 7.5 hours. That way this person can get a 4-hour shift. And that way they're not screwed because of the cracking down on hours at the beginning of the year. But why don't they do that every year? Because technically it's the 13th period. What do you want to call it? Well, if this site manager gets hours out of this, he gets a bonus. So it's cracking down on hours.
You know, have to make that clear. The shotgun is ridiculously overpowered. Fucking shotgun, man. It's such a noob gun, too. Noob.
Uh-oh. We gotta go to the laptop and we'll get stuck. The laptop should be right in front of you, DSP. What the fuck are you doing? God, the only person who's been doing this for 15 years and still doesn't know what he's doing. We are not ready for the stream. Go away. Mute. Yeah, DSP's dream is to own a restaurant. Can't imagine how quickly that shit would get shut down. I love that he has a pre-roll to his pre-roll. Nobody need to see this. Timo, how's it going? Too soft a bed or too hard of a bed? Because I heard a hard match is supposed to be good for your back. So you try like laying on the floor for a bit. Obviously, probably not at work, but when you're at home, lie on the floor for a bit. Might help your back. Created by not Phil Bonnell. Phil Bonnell creates nothing.
All right. Good morning, everyone. This time I'm ready for it. And welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we are busy having fun down here on Level 1. Welcome, my friends, to a
guys, the health inspector must have been Evil AJ.
Gameplay streaming, as well as vlogging and all other kinds of hijinks here on DSP Gaming. This week, a full week of 6 straight days. I know that last week was a shorter week with only 5, but this week we are back to our usual streaming schedule of Thursday to Tuesday, And this is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. At the same time, it's kind of an uncertain one right now. The reason I say that is because we're not even sure what we're doing yet, are we? In a lot of cases, like, we don't know what playthroughs we're doing. And if anything, I think that this week is going to be an important one, because this is going to be like the first full-fledged new week of the new year. You know, no ongoing endless playthroughs from 2022. We finished the year-end series last week. We are moving full forward, full force into a new gaming year, which is great. At the same time,
once again, you control your schedule, dude.
About what games I should play.
That only happens
right now,
because of you.
There is no major definitive answer to that question. There's a lot of options, and I think we're going to talk about those today, because what we really need to do on today's podcast is hammer in exactly what we're doing.
How much money you guys are going to give me?
Week, so that way we actually know what to expect, when to expect it, and people will start, determining, hey, I want to go to this stream, but not this stream, depending on what they like, what they don't like, right? That's the cool thing about being a variety.
Well, see, yesterday was a day off, so is it going to be food?
Tomorrow I play something completely
people
different.
People out shopping at the same time
and
as him.
It's different strokes for different folks. Some people
Let's find out.
like certain kinds of games, others like others. Some like one but not the other. So you come by the stream when I'm doing something that you like, right? And I'm down for that. I like that. I like having different audiences that will drop by. The question is,
you don't have different audiences. It's the same 10 to 20 people every
what
time.
am I doing? So that's what we got to determine today. And we have many options. We have many things to discuss on today's show. I actually came up with another idea during my day off yesterday, due to your suggestions. We're going to talk about these this morning. The way I see it, in a nutshell, because we're not going to get to this yet, but in a nutshell, we are absolutely doing Viewer's Choice starting this week, and we're going to announce the winner this morning. So you guys are going to absolutely know what Viewer's Choice is.
Yay, Beggar's
today,
Choice.
And we're going to lock it in. We're going to start it this week. We absolutely should continue on with another survival horror game, okay? I think we should. We're about to finish Resident Evil 1 Remake, and that's great, but we still have time, namely about another week and a half, until we get to Dead Space Remake. And with that on the horizon, we do have enough time for another horror game. The question is, what game? And a lot of people have thrown around different ideas, and we're going to talk about that today as well. And then I want to do a new game. So I want to do a kind of a retro Viewer's Choice, a throwback survival horror, or survival horror in general, and then I want to do something new. All right? Now the question is, what will the new game be? Because we have many options.
Whatever you
that
choose.
We can start discussing.
Not what the fans want.
And also, of course, the question is going to be, once we determine what each game is, how does each game get
covered? The member bomb hasn't gone off yet? That's a good point.
What games are daytime streams? What games are late night streams? So we'll get to that in a bit. That's actually going to be one of the major things we do on today's podcast, is having this open discussion. I'm open to taking your feedback and trying to figure this out.
As long as I like it. If I don't like your feedback, I'm banning you.
Start setting in the schedule. Right now, we only have like a day or two set, and people are so confused, and I agree with you. I'm confused too. Okay? All right.
You're not confused. You're drunk.
So, there you have it, guys. But before we get to all of that, before we get to the schedule discussion, before we get to, if we have time for it today, game news, because I actually have several game news stories that have happened over the last 24 hours that I can talk about.
How would you not have time to do game news?
It's time for a little segment.
You set the schedule.
That you and I like to call Phil's Day Off.
Mom, what bullshit did you deal with? I want to hear what bullshit you dealt with.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today on the Level 1 Podcast, it is my return day for my day off yesterday. I was not here. I hope that you guys had a good, safe, and fun day. And if you watched any content on the channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed it. What's funny is, I will say this. A couple days ago, one of the topics we talked about on the last episode of the podcast was a possible YouTube bug. That apparently
good, healthy
YouTube
snort
videos
there.
were not getting proper viewership, and or the algorithm wasn't working properly. And it was confusing certain people who make big videos. They're like, man, my video usually gets 1 million views. How does it only have 200,000? This doesn't make any sense. So come to find out, I have to, after having looked at all the video performances this week, I think it did happen, because there was one particular day when all of a sudden it looked like video performance didn't really live up.
No one watched my videos, guys. It must be YouTube's
not even really expectation, but what it usually gets. When I was playing Resident Evil 1 Remake, literally every video in that playlist has gotten 1,000 views. Every single one. People are really liking that playthrough. and they're watching it, you know, on demand on YouTube. All of a sudden, 2 days ago, I played it as the main stream, 3 videos. Those videos don't even have close to 1,000 views as of now. And the question
So your
is,
normal
like,
view count.
what? Why? What changed? It's the
You
same
normally don't get
playthrough,
that many views.
the same commentary.
Unless you're getting view
You know,
botted again.
Does it matter what time of day I played it for the on-demand viewers? No. So how is it that those videos would have had way less views? It doesn't seem to make sense. Same thing with the exact day before. Remember the day before I tried Need for Speed Unbound? And kind of the same thing happened. It looks like about a 48-hour period there where all video views were skewed and screwed up. But then all of a sudden, it looks like YouTube flipped the switch and it's working again. Because I can tell you the Piece Odyssey videos, the daily wrap from the other day, hell, even the YouTube short that I did to say, hey, it's my day off, but please send me suggestions on games you want to see.
Please send me money.
All those did fine. In fact, I'd say some of them actually maybe got a little bit higher views than I expected. So, yeah, it seems like maybe YouTube fixed the issue. I would hope, because again, we don't know what caused it. As I told you guys, I didn't think the issue would affect me in a big way anyway. I mean, it hasn't. At the same time, it's a little disheartening if someone's been watching the entire Resident Evil 1 playthrough, and for some reason the last 3 parts they didn't know they existed. Maybe they didn't get it in their subscriber inbox or whatever, because YouTube is all screwed up. I don't know. But it looks like now things are back to normal.
Oh no, you got normal view count. How terrible.
Whatever.
Mr. 400 to 500 views a video.
Hopefully it doesn't affect anything else that I do moving forward, especially this week with, you know, potential for a new game and everything else going on, okay? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was my day off, and as I had told you guys a couple days ago, it was going to be a hectic day. So, yesterday on my day off, I had multiple appointments, okay, lined up all for this one particular day. The way that it worked was we actually had to start, like, hurrying. Like, we got up in the morning, and we immediately needed to, like, start getting ready. You know, I needed to get food, and my wife, you know, getting ready for the day out and everything. So, basically, the way we planned it was thus. The night before, we decided, let's order food. Let's have it get delivered. Just a couple sandwiches. Nothing special, right? Just something quick. Let's have these sandwiches
delivered
relatively early, like right before 11 a.m. And yeah, that's early for a sandwich, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Relatively early, 11 a.m. Their first meal of the day was relatively early, 11 a.m. DSP 11 a.m. Holy fuck. Even on my day off, I'm eating lunch at 11 a.m. Not breakfast. I'm eating lunch at 11 a.m. Holy fuck.
So we're going to eat, and then my wife will get ready. We'll head right out the door. We got our first appointment, but we have to drive to get there. It's like a 45-minute drive. So we got to drive to get there.
Baby.
And then after that, we have another follow-up appointment. We got to do another one there. And then after that, then we got to go grocery shopping. And then after that, we got to bring all the shit home, unpack it. And then when that's done, then finally we'd start having our day out together. And this is what I tell you guys when I emphasize, when you only have one day off a week, it really is stressful sometimes, because this is the day where my wife and I just want to sit around and relax together, or maybe go out and do fun stuff together.
You do nothing but sit around and relax because you don't have a job.
We got off, so we got to do this and this and this and this and this first, and then we can finally get to doing something considered, you know, day off, you know, stuff. So, here's what happened. We order the food, and it's supposed to arrive around like 10:40ish a.m. so we can eat and then, you know, get ready. It's like 5 before 10:40, and we're looking. Nothing has happened. The order has not been acknowledged by the restaurant. No one is going to pick up the order. It's just sitting there. Okay? And we're like,
yes, more DoorDash issues.
So we're like, of all the days for this to happen, it has to happen on the day when we're in a hurry. We have appointments we have to make. So I end up calling. Well, I take that back. I end up contacting customer service for the delivery service. And they're like, we don't know what's going on either. Let us call the restaurant. So and by the way, this is a restaurant we've ordered from many times before. We have never had an issue with this restaurant, so we don't know what's going on. So they call the restaurant. And, you know, I'm on hold for like 5-10 minutes, and then they get back like, okay, so the restaurant claims they're having some technical difficulties today. However, don't worry, they're making your order. It'll be done shortly, and then they're going to get it on its way to you. So you should see an update soon, you know, in the app to show that
DSP, if you made your own fucking breakfast, you wouldn't be worried about this. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine sleeping in so late that 11 a.m. is your breakfast. Sleeping in so late that, guys, it's 11 a.m. and it's time for breakfast and they don't have our breakfast ready, guys. It's bullshit. DSP, this is like the most first world problem I've ever heard of. Internet goes down, that's an issue. Not just in the first world, but in any place. But the restaurant didn't have my sandwich ready, guys. I have a busy day today. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta go eat at the sushi place Cat likes. I gotta waddle around the pet shop and buy stuff for Jasper. And my sandwich wasn't ready. This is just the most fucking first world problem shit I've ever fucking heard.
You know, someone's
Luis, how's it going?
It's on the way, and then you can start tracking it.
Yeah, say when I sleep until 8 o'clock.
You say so.
On my days off.
I guess we'll you know.
That's sleeping in
sounds
for me.
Good to me. So I said to Kat, I said, you know what? You might as well just go start getting ready for the day, because we don't know how long they're gonna take. It sounds like they screwed something up at the store. She's like, all right, I'll start. You know, when it shows up,
The
let me
store,
know.
you mean the
and I'll just go
restaurant?
Eat. So, you know, she came upstairs. She started showering, getting ready for the day, and I'm just downstairs, kind of
could have
relaxing. hoping for
showered
the
while waiting
best,
for your
looking
food.
around, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and there's no update. So now it's like almost 11:30 a.m. and we've got to go within an hour. If this food isn't there immediately, what are we gonna do? So I end up contacting the customer support again, and they're like, all right, at this point, we don't even want to contact the store again. They already lied to us once, obviously. So we're just gonna, you know, cancel your order and give you a refund.
Snort.
And I'm like, well, that sucks. That doesn't really solve the food problem, but obviously I'd rather get my money back than get screwed over here. Who knows what's going on at this restaurant? All right. So I said, okay, yeah, let's do that. So they said, okay, we're going to cancel your order, give you a refund. They cancel it, and then it says the refund amount is $10 less than what I paid. And I said, what? Like, what is that? So then the agent says, oh, don't worry. As a special courtesy for your inconvenience, we're going to go above and beyond in this situation. We're going to give you an additional $10 credit, so that way you have bonus money to spend on your next order with us. I was like, okay. And then it said, here's your 10. And I looked, I was like, but now it's the amount that it was supposed to be for the full refund. So I went back to the agent. I'm like, let me get this straight. You're going to give me a full refund, and you're going to give me a $10 credit. Yes. So the full amount was this. The $10 credit is this. So you should be giving me this,
it costs a lot more
but
to
you gave me
DoorDash
$10
than to
less.
just make it yourself.
And then
Or
they
go there
were
yourself.
quiet. And then all of a sudden they go, well, that's because there's non-refundable taxes and fees. And I was like, what?
It's terrible.
What are you
Derek,
talking about? There's a non-refundable taxes and fees if I willingly chose to cancel my order because I felt like I didn't want the food anymore. You can't charge a customer taxes and fees for an order that was not fulfilled. This is on the restaurant side, not mine, and it's on your service to take that hit, not the customer. Like, that's actually illegal. You can't
Are you
charge
sure
a
that's
customer
illegal?
for something that didn't happen, right? It'd be one thing if I ordered the food and halfway through the
Did you
order
read
I
their
canceled
TOS?
myself. Then there's
Feels like somebody didn't read the TOS.
because you made the restaurant make the food. You made everyone get involved, get working on an order for something that didn't happen. You can't just do that to the customer.
And I
That's
think this
actually
all
illegal.
could have been solved by
It
just making his
violates
own
law,
fucking breakfast
okay?
like an adult.
So I was like, you can't do that. So I don't know what you're saying, but you obviously don't even understand how this works. So, you know, what are you going to refund me? And they were like, well, we're going to give you the
shit, fuck
full
off.
price and the 10. I was like, but that's not what you're giving me. Look what you gave me. Like, what are you saying? Like, you told me one thing and you're doing another. That's completely dishonest. So just, you know, like, okay, well, let us reword it then. We're just going to give you the full refund for your order and that's it. And I was like, okay.
Yes,
I
fam,
that's all
cry
I was
about it
asking
more.
for. I wasn't asking for anything extra. You're the one saying you were going to give me something extra. So here's the funny
That'd be
part
hilarious.
about all
You
of
know what?
it.
Better something that was that hilarious. I was gonna get.
I know
10.
why this happened.
That's funny as hell.
If you guys aren't aware, any
You're a bitch.
person who works in one of these customer support jobs, all right, their performance is graded by a a post-call or post-contact survey. When you fill out that survey, you're supposed to tell that company how well they did. And based on those ratings, that actually can determine how those people get rated at their job, if they keep their job, if they get a raise, you know, all that is actually based on their overall feedback, okay? So what I think this person was doing...
I can imagine having to make your own breakfast, guys. It's terrible.
Whenever there was an issue with a customer's order, they would tell the customer, I'm going to give you an extra refund on top of it as a way to make the customer feel like this customer service agent was going above and beyond. Therefore, the customer would think, oh, they did me a solid. I'm going to give them a great rating. Or I'm going to go to the survey and give them all 5s or all 10s or whatever the highest rating is.
Yeah, every day off, he has to deal with customer service
dishonest
instead of making his own food.
This person was lying to the customer, saying, I'm going to give you extra, and all they would do is refund your order minus $10 and then give you the 10 back that you were already owed and act like they did it out of their kindness of their own heart to help you. There is absolutely no way a business can charge you for a service never performed.
Yeah,
especially if it's out of your power. This business that I ordered the sandwiches from obviously didn't know what they were doing. Maybe they were understaffed. Maybe their system was broken and they couldn't get the order. You can't charge me $10 for that. That's not my problem. That's the company.
I'll say it is your problem because you didn't get any food.
Not the customer. It's illegal to put that cost onto the customer.
I highly doubt it's illegal to do that.
So that was hilarious to me. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. That you have a customer support agent
exactly, Davey. What a douchebag move, right?
System enough to up their own ratings, and then, you know, lying to the customer outright about what they're giving them. That's crazy. To me,
yeah, but they're lying to you. It's not really lying to a
customer. That's all I was looking for, and this person just kind of screwed themselves.
Yeah, more sandwich
their own behavior.
Problems, Warren.
So anyway,
his breakfast sandwich wasn't delivered on time.
I did get my money back, and then I said to Kat, I said, "Well, what do you want to do? You know, by now." It's like 11:45, and we got to be out of this house by 12:30 at the latest. We got to go because we
have 45 minutes to get something to eat or make something.
And she's like, "Well, what can we do?" I was like, "Well, you know what's close." But here's
McDonald's.
The thing. When I first moved here, when Kat moved in with me many years ago, you know, we used to get some fast food every once in a while.
And that rocking is pretty bad.
Taco Bell, and Taco Bell's right down the street. And when we used to get them, they were all right. Usually the food was decent. Now, listen, Taco Bell is not great food. It's not authentic Mexican. It's not even American. It's
not even authentic, guys.
It's like someone put dehydrated, you know, ingredients inside of a soggy damn diaper, shook it around, and tossed it on top of like a fucking taco shell. It's pretty gross. But at the same time, it's kind of like guilty food. It could taste good if you douse it in the sauce and stuff. It's not that bad. So we used to get Taco Bell all the time. But what ended up happening over the years, Taco Bell declined in quality. The last time we ate Taco Bell, I told you guys about it. It wasn't even something we were planning on doing. But I think our dinner had gone wrong or something like that. And we were like, well, let's just get something quick. So we went out and we grabbed Taco Bell. And I had gotten, what was it? Chicken chalupas. I go to bite it. I'm like, why is it hard? The chicken was like a rock. The chicken was like eating like dry, hard shoe leather. The chicken must have been like from the morning.
Complain about Taco Bell now, guys.
And they just fucking gave it to me anyway. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. I was like fucking vomiting. I was like, this is so nasty. So after that experience, and by the way, I should say this too. Taco Bell's prices used to be cheap. Like Taco Bell would be the place you go when you want to save money, but grab something quick.
Save money.
You know, grab a sack of tacos, grab a quick combo meal for like $5. A combo meal at Taco Bell after tax is over $10 now. For the same food.
Oh, you poor
it's
baby.
Not even filling. Like, their food quality has gone down. Their prices have skyrocketed, and nothing there is good or filling. So it's kind of like they lost...
Doesn't fill a pig roach, huh?
Their branding, almost, of what they used to be. So, she's
they
like,
were cheap, good food you'd get when you were hungover at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Guess
what? They still are.
How bad it was? And do you remember what we paid?
Ray, how's it going?
2 combo meals, whatever. It was like $25 for shit food that was disgusting. I was like, dude, there's no way I'm going to Taco Bell. I'm sorry, but there's no way we're wasting. That's like, I might as well just eat the money, right? Roll up the money, eat out of your wallet. You get a better quality. So he said, why don't we go to this other place down the road? It's a fresh Mexican place that does fresh Mexican food. Now, the thing was, we had recently already eaten there, but we were in a rush. So she ended up getting a chicken burrito, and I ended up getting a chicken torta, which is a Mexican sandwich, which I'd never gotten before. By the way, like $15 for our meal for both of us together versus $25 for 2 combo meals at Taco Bell. Okay, so I got a chicken torta.
It was
and
cheap.
what it is
Not as cheap as DoorDash
slow-cooked
though.
marinated chicken,
Oh wait a minute. DoorDash is
right,
more
on a
expensive.
fresh baked giant roll.
They're gonna be complaining about the
with
price
lettuce and
of whatever
guacamole.
when you were
And
just
I
about
was
to
a little
order from
nervous 'cause I
DoorDash.
was
It
like,
was
wow, it
way
doesn't
more
really sound like
expensive.
it has much on it. You know, perhaps that's going to be dry or, oh my God, I bite into it. First of all, the thing is effing loaded with meat. It weighs like a pound. I was like, damn. Like, this thing is certainly... Oh, people are saying I should have the old man yells at cloud image. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to complain. So, Taco Bell sucks. Okay.
He's
So
complaining
anyway,
that Taco Bell isn't 5-star
I picked up
cuisine,
this torta, which I've never had before.
and
I
that
take a bite.
DoorDash didn't come through for him in the
flavor
morning.
is insanely good. Like,
First
this
world
marinated
problems.
chicken is bursting with flavor. It is juicy as hell. I was like, whoa. Like, this is the opposite of what I was expecting. And even though it only had very little guacamole on it, it was a good contrast to the other flavors. I was like, this shit is good. Like, I was blown away. Now, sadly, Kat wasn't as happy because she wasn't looking for Mexican. So she ate
She was
about
looking
half
for
of her burrito. I
Tyrone.
mean, it was still a good burrito. Hers was chicken with, like, some beans and rice together. And hers is still good, but, you know, and that's not what you're looking for. And you end up kind of just doing anything to rush. You know, you might not have as good of a deal. Okay.
They were such a rush.
So
They
anyway.
went to a sit-down restaurant and sat down at the
So
restaurant.
then we were off.
and then ate at the
And we
sit-down
went to our
restaurant.
first appointment. All right. And then we went to our next appointment. And without giving any specifics, I think you may be able to figure out what one of those appointments possibly was. I'm just saying, maybe there's something here that could be a giveaway as to what one of those appointments were. All right.
Another $70 haircut, huh?
The eye doctor. I went to the eye doctor. Obviously, that's what it was. The optometrist.
You don't go to doctors. You go to lawyers.
Okay. So
I'm
anyway,
still wondering what he was going to the lawyer about.
that was one of the, you know, we had multiple appointments to do, and we got all that done, and now we're like, okay, well, now we're going to go grocery shopping. And it's kind of a bummer because near where our
But you just got done eating. What do you need groceries
dresser
for? You
is,
don't eat at
there's a
home
grocery
anymore.
store that's the same chain that we've been going to now for several months, but we tried going to it once, late last year when we had our haircut last. And this version of the grocery store is terrible. I previously ranted about this in a previous episode of Old Man Yells at Cloud, where I talked about how sadly in the United States, franchises just aren't equivalent. You'll go to one store that's the same store, and you'll go to a different one that's owned by another person, and because it's a franchise, one is like crazy good, and the other is just shit. And apparently there's no standards that are upheld between stores at all in the United States. And that pisses me off because how stupid is that sadly you can't trust what anything's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just being able to go to the grocery store right next door to where we already were, we had to drive back to our area another 45 minutes. And
You had
then
to
go to
drive
our
back
local
home.
version
Oh
of the
no,
grocery
guys, you had
store,
to
which
drive
was
back
good,
home. How
which was a
terrible.
great call because they had all the stuff we wanted, fresh baked stuff, oh so good. So we come home and we unload everything, and we take a look at the clock. All right, it's basically almost 4 p.m. already, and we're like, dude, it's 4 p.m. We haven't even done anything we want to do yet today. We've
It's
been
been
so
4
busy
hours.
doing all this other
Mind
shit.
you, it's been less
But
than
let's
4
get going.
hours.
So we go out the door. Now,
Since
one
you
of the
left
things
the
we wanted
house.
to do was Costco.
Because they left the house at 12:30.
Because we had to
It's
catch
almost
up on a lot
4.
of things that we
That
were
means
running
it's been
over,
less than
running
4
low
hours.
on a lot of commodities in the house that you save a lot of money if you go to Costco to get. So we went to Costco and we were running around. We grabbed all the
Well,
things.
why
that
did
we
you
were low
hit
on. And one of
Costco
the
when you were
things we
driving
got
around?
was we never done this before. We got their Danish. Okay, usually we get muffins, but we're kind of tired of their muffins, so we actually got Danish. Okay, apple Danish. And they have 3 kinds. They have apple, cream cheese, and I guess almond flavor. But we got the Danish, the apple Danish. And we're going to try it later on in the day.
You
which I'll tell
cannot
about
sit
in a
still at
second,
all.
but- So we got that. And then we were done with that. We're like, okay, what are we going to do next? So we had like an agenda of things we were going to do that were supposed to be more fun as opposed to doing menial tasks all day.
But I
But
thought
it
you didn't
was
have any
already
money.
5 p.m.
How are you paying for all this DSP when you have no money?
The sun's going down.
And you're going
So
broke.
like, what do we want to do? So we went to one place, and by the time we were done at that place, Kat's like, she's like,
You're
"I'm
literally only
tired.
20 days
We've
left to
been up
live."
Since like 9 in the morning.
But that's what his
you know,
appointment's
moving
about.
constantly, doing stuff.
Counting down the
I'm
days he has
beat. I want
left.
to go home and relax. I was like, I mean, I don't blame you. I felt the same, but I was hoping that we could tough through it and still do some fun stuff. We were like, nah, I'm with you. Like, I'm fucking beat too. What a day that we've had, and you know, we didn't get to do anything. So, yeah, we ended up like, well, I guess we're gonna go home. So we did. We ended up
Well, you got
going
to
home.
bitch about DoorDash
And
again.
We did order dinner. All right. So we ended up ordering Indian food again. We had actually just had Indian a few weeks ago.
Tired from being on
but
customer service
we
calls
really
with
didn't feel like
DoorDash
going through
about
a
his
giant
damn
menus
sandwich.
of other places to figure something out. So we ordered Indian food for dinner.
So you ordered 2 meals in one
The
day.
good news was I had the full refund from earlier in the day from the sandwiches that never got delivered. So I ended up using that full refund towards the order, so it wasn't that much more expensive. You know, it was maybe a few more dollars. And she got a chicken tikka masala.
A few more dollars
with
when you're
naan bread,
broke and you have no
I got
money.
a lamb biryani. So who knows what biryani is?
Yeah, but the kitchen is busy, dude. You got Kat in there, then you got Jasper. I mean, there's just too many people there. Can't possibly make any food
Rice.
at home.
Eddie Van Halen actually said rice. You're absolutely correct. It is a rice dish, an Indian rice dish. Where what they do is they take their basmati rice, but they stir fry it with a good combination of vegetables and spices, and then they'll add a protein depending on what you want, or veggies. So I said lamb. Oh my God, it's so good. So previously you could have seen me eating this on a Feasting with the King from last year where I ordered Indian food. We hadn't had biryani ever before, and I got it, and I was blown away by how good it was. So I ordered that, and man, it was so good. And the good thing is they give you so much. I had leftover, and we saved it, so we have, you know, like a snack of it later. So that was good. I would say out of the whole day, all right, that was good. We had a good dinner. But outside of that, it was basically like stressful, you know.
It was
the
so
food
stressful having to
screwed
drive
up
around and do
earlier in
grocery
the
shopping,
day, had
guys.
to
And getting my
monkey wrench
haircut.
into our plans and
Oh
made us
my
be stressed
God,
out.
getting my haircut
We were
was
trying
just
to
the
rush. We had to
worst.
have a last minute switch of food that we didn't really want. And then we were just running around all day doing appointments and grocery shopping and shit. And by the time that it's time for us to have fun. We've already been out, out and about doing shit for like 8-9 hours. Like we're tired, you know. And that's the problem with our only having one day off a week. I want to have more than one day off a week, and I just can't.
You
right
make
now.
the
You know, I
schedule.
can do that. Hopefully in the future I will be able to.
You
But for now, I'm
make
just
the
kinda stuck,
schedule.
the way things are. All right, and you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm just saying, you know, that's life, and hopefully things will get better eventually, right? Because now I feel like I didn't have a day off. I'll be honest with you. I really feel like I didn't have a day off. You know, yesterday when
I had to get my hair cut, guys. It
we
was
sat down on the
wasn't
couch
even a
for
day
maybe
off
like
for
an
me,
hour
guys.
and
I had to get my
half.
hair
We were
cut.
watching a different playthrough of the Callisto Protocol. You know what we're gonna do? We talked about it. We want to watch someone play Dead Space 1 before the remake comes out in a couple of weeks. Because if I watch someone play Dead Space 1, I can remind myself of everything in that original game. Now when I play the remake, right? Now we'll have that direct frame of reference to compare and say, oh, that was in the original, that wasn't. This played like this in the original. This, you know, that I feel like I should do that. But the thing is, I don't want to play the
day
game
off from
again
playing video
myself,
games is
because
so
I'm about
hard.
to play the remake again, so I certainly don't want to play it twice. You know what I mean? But maybe watching someone's playthrough of it would be pretty neat. So
Can you imagine you did that for a whole stream? Just
that is
watch someone else play for a stream.
You know what we're gonna be watching like another 1 or 2 days that we watch it, and then we'll probably
Yeah,
start
that'd be
watching,
fucked up.
you know, almost a Dead by Daylight, a Dead Space playthrough.
It's meaningful sitting there and watching someone else play a
That was
video
our
game.
day off. Now there is a follow-up. I had one of the apple danishes as a snack.
Got Monday off? Nice.
Dude, those apple danish are really good. All right, just like the muffins at Costco are really good. The apple danish was really, really good. It was, you know, fluffy, full of flavors, like a croissant style bread, but it's just flattened out, and they put the apple filling on top, and then they frost it with some of the oh man, it was effing good. I was like, I'm so glad we got these. I've never had anything like that before from them. Like, this is good shit. So now I will have apple danish all week for breakfast probably, which I'm okay with. That's good stuff. Okay, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that has been this week's edition of Phil's Day Off.
DSP crying about DoorDash again.
Which is pretty much equivalent to exactly how the day was. So next week, I'm hoping I'm having a better day off. Like, really, next week, I hope I don't have many or any appointments. Hopefully, we're both up to feeling like going out and actually maybe doing some of the stuff we were supposed to do this week and just didn't do because we were too beat.
You got a haircut.
How it works.
How
out.
does
Sometimes,
getting your
though,
haircut beat
it's
you up
better to
that
stay home.
badly?
What I mean by that is, we'll stay home for the day and just order food in. And I run out and I do the errands quickly. Like if I need to go to the pet store or I need to go grocery shopping, I just do that during the day. And for the most part, Cat stays home and then we stay home and relax and I watch her play a game. And,
it's
we
your
do
one day to
relaxing
spend
stuff.
together,
So maybe
but
we'll
your
do that
cat,
next week. I
wife,
guess we'll see.
mom thing just sits home, getting
I guess
railed by
we'll find out,
Tyrone.
okay. But anyway,
Anyways,
that's our day off story. Very exciting. I did actually open the window and yell at a couple of clouds during the course of the day, which was good. And, all right, it's out of the way. Now, folks, here's the deal. I tasked you. You.
Terrible Hyperion,
You
but
right
true.
there, you. I tasked you with thinking about what games you wanted to see me play over this next week.
handle
Because now we got to
appointments.
figure this out, all right? We're down to the nitty-gritty.
Can't even handle going to get her
finished all
haircut.
the playthroughs from last year.
I know how
All
stressful
right,
it
they're
is getting
all
your
done.
haircut. You sit
And
there
now
and
we need to start up with new playthroughs.
sit there.
The first new game of this month that I'm really interested
right, you
in
just
playing
sit there.
is the Dead Space remake. We got 2 weeks before that comes out. Okay?
If you took off a month from WWE
So with 2
Champions,
weeks
he'd be able to
left
afford
before
whatever the
first
fuck he
new major
wanted.
Release, we got to
That's too
figure
much
out
work
what
for
I'm
him.
playing. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me this morning to announce to you the winner of the Viewers' Choice Poll. It is absolutely official. 100,000 million %. As of this morning, I am announcing that the Viewers' Choice playthrough
Is the one that I wanted.
is...
Fallout 3. Fallout 3. Calling it now.
Shit, what? Hold on.
Gonna be Fallout 3.
Okay.
Calling it now.
The Viewer's Choice playthrough.
Play Russian roulette with a fully loaded semi-automatic rifle. Do it, DSP. Bet you won't.
The Viewer's Choice playthrough is... The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
What? Never would have believed that.
What? You know, the thing that led the poll the entire time. I mean, it's not very dramatic or much of a surprise.
It would have been Fallout
That
3.
poll's been running for about a week. And over 2,300 votes. 2,300 votes came in. That is awesome. I'm happy that people spoke their
I
mind.
cannot believe that
And
game when I thought it
thank
was going
you
to be
to
Fallout
anyone
3
who
because
participated.
DSP
all
was
right?
begging
So
for
I think it
Fallout
was like
3.
36, 37% of the vote was for Oblivion, while about 27%, 28% roughly,
Holy shit, he's
was
rocking.
for Fallout 3.
Holy
you know.
fuck, he's rocking
So-
hard.
That's cool. It means
that
that
all
you guys
about?
wanted an open world Bethesda game again, no matter what. I'm down for Oblivion, but again, I have to preface this saying the following. For Oblivion to work, this
You
has
need to give
got
me
to
money.
end up being an interactive playthrough. Where
Give
you
me
guys are
money.
gonna
The only way
show
this
up, engage
gameplay
with
works
the
is if you give me
content,
money.
Help me with the playthrough because I don't know anything about Oblivion. I haven't played it in like 8-9 years. I don't remember anything. You know, I never did a full playthrough of this game. This is something that I'm going to need a significant amount of help with to understand the gameplay mechanics, to understand, you know, where to go, what to do, what are the meaningful quests, etc. All right? Just like with Morrowind. With Morrowind, it was kind of the same deal. I told you guys, I don't get it. I need your help. And you guys helped me. I played Morrowind for a couple of months there, and it was quite a fun playthrough for the times that we were playing it. So, with Oblivion, I am down for doing this, but I need you to buy in and show up and engage and help me understand this game. And yes, since Oblivion is going to be a lengthy playthrough, let's be honest, Elder Scrolls games are long. All right?
So I need you.
I
That's
would
right,
hope that
you to
people would
buy
support
in. Give me all the
playthrough as well
money.
in various means. There's so many ways you
Yes,
can
hold
support
his
that
love.
playthrough, whether it's liking streams, liking videos, leaving comments during that gameplay, whether it's super chats and super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, tips during the streams,
Tips.
super thanks on the
Tips.
videos when you're watching them on demand after the fact. There's all those
Tips.
ways you can support the Oblivion playthrough. All right.
Tips.
Now, when is Oblivion starting? right now, let's do it. Let's pick it. Let's start playing it right now. No, it's not starting right now. It's going to start this weekend. How soon will it start? Well, that we don't know yet. We're about to talk about that in a couple of minutes.
We
as we
need
talk
them
about
tips.
what other games I'll be playing.
All the tips. Just
All
give
right?
me tips.
But let's talk about that in a second. But
want
it's
your
starting
tips.
this weekend. At the latest, Oblivion is starting this Saturday. At the very latest. All right? But I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver.
It's meant her to
because
delete.
tomorrow we may be
Delete.
doing a new game
Delete.
depending on your feelings, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay? So, Oblivion begins this weekend. I'm excited. In fact, I
You're
already
not
had a
excited. You
couple
don't
people
fucking
contact
care.
me and said they're very excited for this playthrough. They can't wait for it to start. One person said they might even work on some custom animations for the playthrough. Remember last year? we
Oh
had
wow, someone else is
Skyrim
going to do the
animations?
work and make
Well,
the
apparently
stuff
someone's
for you.
excited and they want to make
'Cause you can't
Oblivion
actually do it.
animations. I'm down for that. Having nice Oblivion animations on the stream would be pretty sweet, I feel. Okay? So there you go. Let's get excited for that. Saturday at the latest. Maybe earlier, but we'll talk about that in a second. Okay? So Oblivion's locked in. Now, this leaves us with a question or questions. What else do I play? Well, let's currently look at the other games I'm playing. Right now, when we finish with the Level 1 podcast, today we're going to be playing Need for Speed Unbound. All right? Now, allow me to give you my thoughts about this game after having played it for 3 hours the other day. I like the driving mechanics. I actually like the map of Chicago. I think that driving through Chicago is a neat idea. It's a very fun city. And I actually like the graphical style, even though a lot of people are critical and saying, oh, there's like cell shading effects that's tied in with these realistic driving graphics. It doesn't work. I personally actually think it does work. I think it looks nice, okay?
Yes.
However,
Delete,
not a fan
delete,
of the
delete
whole
DSP.
racing, fast and furious hipster style culture. Bro. Oh, look, I have a goatee, but it has to have 3 little mini ponytails coming out of the bottom, and my hair is blue, and you know.
What's wrong with blue hair?
I'm not a real fan of that. Just being honest, okay?
Being honest, I don't like blue hair
grew up
because
in
it
a
means they have hair that I
conservative household.
don't.
You know, we churned our butter every morning, you know, and you know we said our
Play
prayers
Persona
at the
3.
church. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Okay. That's great.
Guys, I'm really on this
And
game,
no,
but
I'm not
you've
an
only
ultra
tipped me
conservative,
$27.
but that's pretty funny to say that.
25 of that
And
came
see
from
if
1
people
Minute Man,
react
so
to it. I
if
couldn't
we
even
could
get
get the
through it.
tipping going, that'd be great.
Obviously, this, you know, if you look at me and my history, I'm certainly not a conservative guy. But the point I'm making here is that whole lifestyle, that whole culture, I'm not a part of it. I've even told you guys this in the past. I'm not a car guy. I never was. I knew people who were like that. I knew people who were into the whole car culture. They were 100%. I buy a car and I trick it out and I put a new muffler and a new sound system and lights and rims and all kinds of crazy shit on my car and everything. And they're so into it. And I'm not. I was never like that. That completely just went right over my head. And even I remember one time my friend said, go to a car show with us. I was like, all right, fine. I went to a car show and they're like,
And you hated
they're
it.
looking at cars. They're doing all this. I was like, what are we here for? Like, what is this? Like, what's the big deal? We're looking at fucking cars. And they're like, freaking, oh, look at this car. Look at that one. It's
What a man. Goes to a car show, and I get it. What's your point? I don't know about you, but it's cool seeing a 1967 Shelby. It's cool seeing a 1972 Rambler. Hear that engine roar to life. It's cool seeing, they show up with, the Model A and Model Ts. It's like, yeah, this car is, 100 plus years old, and it's still running. And, like, you look at the wheels, like, they don't have regular wheels. They're, like, wood wheels and all that shit. It's like, you ever see some of these older cars? They're really fucking cool. Or, again, you get the hot rods. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and just need earplugs because, man, are they loud. But, of course, DSP. I don't get it, guy. It's a car. Of course you don't get it because you're a bitch.
crazy. I don't even understand what we're doing here. But anyway, that's what this game is. Like, this game is ingrained in that culture, right?
Ingrained in
Now,
culture
I
of
do
liking
have a
cars. How
follow-up
dare people like
in
cars?
regards to the playthrough in particular, graphics and performance on YouTube. The graphics of the game.
He did pay $1,500 for that,
nervous
didn't he, Frey?
that when I played it, it was not going to look that good. And here's why. My old capture device, whenever I was playing a game that had a lot of action going on, what would happen is my CPU on my computer would max out at 90-something%. I'd get
I'll say
error
last time I had to
messages
change
in my
spark plugs
capture
on my
device saying,
old car.
Error,
It was like,
you know,
$4
you're maxing out your
spark
CPU,
plug at
and what ended up happening
AutoZone.
is it would get
I had
choppy
to
as
borrow
hell.
a wrench that my
The
friend
frame rate
has to
would,
get
like,
the spark plugs on,
plummet
put the new
and
ones
tank.
in. It was
And so
easy.
you'd be trying to watch me do an action-packed playthrough, and all of a sudden it would be like freezing and then stuttering and unfreezing. You miss entire segments. You'd see teleportation. You're like, oh, this is terrible, right? This
They'll
isn't
never do
good.
that Darkwing,
We're
unfortunately.
seeing a lot of action. You want the full frame rate. That's frustrating.
Yeah, Xeno likes
right?
cars when John Ramp was draped all over it.
But with this new capture device, man, am I pleased. It doesn't do that. Instead, you keep your full frame rate, but what ends up happening is it pixelizes some of the stuff going on the screen. So it makes it a little blurry. Would you rather have a little bit of blur, but you can keep track of everything going on because it's full frame rate, or would you rather have a slideshow? I would much rather have the full frame rate and a little blur. And I actually think it worked out well. The big feedback I got on the videos was, wow, this looks way better than your old setup for this kind of stuff. Very good improvement. This is excellent for the future. So looking good, like looking positive, right? I was very pleased with the way the videos turned out. I was actually kind of worried. If you remember, multiple times when we played this the other day, I was like, man, they keep saying the CPU is getting high level. And I wonder how it looks. But no, apparently it looks really good compared to the old setup, okay? That's the positive. Now it's time for the negative. The negative is Need for Speed Unbound has 100% licensed soundtrack music, meaning all the music in it
Not
is
the
real licensed
music.
tracks from artists.
The
It's not like
music.
cinematic. It's not made specifically for the game. This means the entirety
Thing's gonna get
of the
copyright
playthrough
claim,
will
guys,
get
unless you step up and give me
100%
more
claimed
money.
on YouTube, and I will make absolutely positively no ad revenue whatsoever on any videos of Need for Speed Unbound that I put out on YouTube. Instead, it's the
Oh, what a
record
baby.
labels whose music is used in the videos who are making money on my gameplay. Does it make sense that some fucking record label that owns the rights to a song where it goes makes money
Clown
on my
mode
video?
activated.
Give you a little hint.
No.
No! It doesn't make any sense. They don't fucking own my video or the rights to it, but that's how YouTube works. YouTube says, oh, you use the song, well, they get your entire video. Supposedly that is going to change this year from what was said by YouTube. They're starting up a new program. And what's going to happen is these music companies are going to sign up for the program, and now if you get content ID claimed by one of those companies, they will take a percentile of your income. Essentially what it is they're taking a usage fee for you to use that music in your video. You'll still monetize, you'll make less because they're going to get a cut of the ad revenue while you keep the majority of it. That sounds like a fair agreement to me. Now, oh, I stole your entire legal rights to your video because you used a song where a guy goes, it's music.
Wow, more clown mode. Is it that urban music you hate so much, DSP? Not the urban music, guys. You can't handle urban music.
Anyway, so if you can't tell, I don't really like the music of the game. Anyway,
Doesn't like the music in the
So,
game because it's
here's the deal.
urban music.
Normally with a playthrough like Need for Speed Unbound, I'd be like, hey guys, it's a hot new game, but I want to do the right thing. I want to leave the music on because I want this to be representative of the game experience, and I feel like the music adds to the game experience, and it's definitely something
need
that
you,
if I
yes,
turn
you,
off
to
the music,
step it
the song
up.
would be hindered and probably wouldn't be nearly as good. I did that for the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, HD trilogy that came out over a year ago. I told you guys I'd be willing to leave the music on because I think that would add to the playthroughs, right?
I'll leave the music
some
on as
cases
long as
that
you
hit
tip me.
But because some of the videos got muted because of it, which is really stupid. But for the most part, people really like those playthroughs because I did leave the music on, right? But I made no money on those. It was the only revenue I made was on the streams, not on the videos. I made nothing on those videos whatsoever because they were all claimed on YouTube. And I actually saw at a time when normally I would get a big increase in income last year, I didn't get it, all right? Because I did that with those playthroughs. So in particular with this one,
Stick with this one, guys. I'm gonna need you to step it
You
up
know,
even more.
I look at those first 3 videos and I'm like, damn, that sucks that I've got nothing out of them.
I haven't
on
seen
YouTube.
Derek
I
in
wonder,
chat
should I make the
spamming yet.
music? I don't know. On the flip side of that, I'll be honest.
I was really
these
expecting
videos did
Derek
not
to make
do
an
well
ass
on
of
YouTube
himself
either.
on the stream
Out of
today.
the 3 gameplay
Kind of excited
videos I
for
did
that.
in Need for Speed Unbound the other day, only one of them even hit 1,000 views, and that was part 1. It seems like people watched part 1 were like, wow, this sucks, and then never went on to part 2 or 3. So I'm not feeling the demand. We are going to play this as today's mainstream and see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was mistaken, or maybe people just weren't here for the first stream for various reasons. We're going to give it a second shot today. Today is the decision stream for Need for Speed Unbound. If today we get good viewership, good engagement, good support,
Engagement,
and everyone
support,
seems to be of the
support,
impression they
support,
want me to keep
engagement,
playing Need for Speed Unbound,
tips.
then I will continue to play it. If by the end of today's stream,
He needs
we
those
notice
tips.
that there's dwindling
He wants those
attendance,
tips.
dwindling engagement,
Gotta have the
you know,
tips.
dwindling support,
Without
and
the
no one really
tips,
cares about it,
he can't
we're
keep
not going to
playing.
continue with Need for Speed
So
Unbound. It'll be the
give
final stream.
tips.
Keep in mind, I didn't buy it. I'm on the 10-hour demo or the 10-hour preview via EA Play. So it's a no risk to me to play it one more time, and I'm not losing anything if I decide not to play it. You see? So there you go.
I don't lose anything if you guys don't give me money.
Let's play it today. Let's see how it is and go from there. I'm not going to say we're absolutely retiring the playthrough today. I'm just going to say, based on the performance earlier this week, likely there's a strong chance this is probably the last time we're playing the game. Well, let's see what happens today. Okay? Okay.
Unless you guys
Later
give me more
tonight,
money.
On the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, ladies and gentlemen, it is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 Warzone 2.0 Battle Royale gameplay. That's a big mouthful. Basically, I'll be playing Warzone again. It's fun when I play it. You guys have been giving me these challenging bounties to fulfill, and sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's tons of suspense building up to see if I can do a good run or not. Sometimes right out of the gates I do a good run, and sometimes I don't. It all depends. I'm excited to see how it goes tonight. Will I get my second win? I was so effing close last time, remember? I was so close, and I still didn't get it. Man, I was second place. But I blame myself because that was me mismanaging my items and not knowing that you could stim yourself to life through gas. I had no clue. I would definitely be excited again tonight to see how it goes. I hope you'll be here tonight. If you like the Warzone stuff, it's going really well. And I hope that you will join me tonight for more, okay? Now, tomorrow, Friday the 13th. First of all, I strongly recommend...
Oh, shit, tomorrow is
you
Friday the
stay away
13th.
from any kind of campsites or lakes. You better lock your doors. And by the way, check your closets and under your bed for any guys in like jumpsuits and wearing like, you know, hockey masks. If you have any machetes, I recommend that you hide them or you bury them.
He definitely
for the
does
day.
enjoy games, except for
Any
WWE
sharp object, you know,
Champions.
keep them away. Friday the 13th.
He sees all
some
these
bad
games
things
as
tend to happen on that
work.
day for some weird reason.
I've
I'm not
never
sure
seen a
what.
game as work. Know why? Because I like games.
Also, if you hear a guy going, Jason, run for the hills. But anyway, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is up in the air because I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow, okay? We have some options. Option number one, all right, is that we play the new release, which I previewed 2 days ago on my late stream as the late night demo. It was One Piece Odyssey. All right, so I have a few things to say about One Piece Odyssey based off of the 2 hours of gameplay I did the other night. The graphics are great. They look just like the anime / you know, manga in a 3D environment. The frame rate is great. The detail is great. The fighting style of the turn-based combat is very representative of these characters from, you know, their lore of the manga or anime. The gameplay elements seem to be right up my alley. They're classic JRPG with a little bit of a twist. There's like fighting styles. There's strength, technique, and speed, and they're like a rock, paper, scissors kind of a counter system. And in addition, there's elemental weaknesses as well. I think it was fire, ice, and lightning. And there's also some unique system where you can combo enemies into each other by knocking them across the stage into different areas. And then you can, it's also like bowling. Hit the enemy in front, they roll back and hit the other enemies and do additional damage and stuff like that. It seems pretty neat, and it seems like something that I would really enjoy at length. You know, I like
would really
classic
enjoy it as long as you
turn-based
guys
style
tip me.
JRPGs. I always did. I grew up playing them, and this is an opportunity to play a hot new one at launch for IP.
So you'll
a lot
never
of
play.
people like. A lot
Actually, I
of
don't
people
even know if you
like
can play
One
that game
Piece,
anymore.
okay?
Didn't they get
Now,
taken
here's
down
the
because of
thing.
the lawsuit? Which sucks.
I know that I have not played any
Puffy
One
wino face is
Piece
a
games
good
in
way of
many
describing
years.
it.
So I'm well aware that there probably isn't like people who are.
I don't know
giant
if the
fans of One
mustache
Piece who
makes
are
it look
actively watching my
worse, but
stuff.
yeah, you can
If it is,
definitely
it's just
see
a
like what the hell
coincidence,
is that?
Right? I'm not someone who follows.
Josh
anime
Pone
or
calls it a
manga,
snort
so
sack.
it's not like, oh, those people are now going to watch Darkside Phil play One Piece Odyssey because he's known as that guy. I'm not. It's quite the opposite. The one thing I would say is it looked really
I say
good.
just playing
It looked
pranks on him would be
exciting. The
hilarious.
plot looked interesting.
Like, you know, he's at the grocery store, you get on the...
It is a standalone
and
plot
he
that's
just go,
separate from the anime or manga. And you don't need to really have.
He just
the
hears a snort over the
knowledge to
intercom, all
enjoy
of a
the game at the same
sudden,
time. Since I
cat,
know a lot about these
we gotta
characters
go.
already, it is kind of an additional thing. It's cool that I kind of know some of the stuff about these characters.
All right,
okay?
Phantom, thank you.
So, I
Had a
played this
ton
for
of that
2
back in
hours
the
the other
day.
night. Now, it was the introduction. It was kind of slow moving because they were introducing the gameplay elements. But by the time the demo finished, which was about a 2-hour demo, I was like, wow, that was like seriously good. I had a good time with it. I was enjoying the plot. I was liking all the characters. I liked the world design. I think I'm gonna really enjoy the creativity of the enemies, much like Dragon Quest XI and even Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's gonna be like that, where it has some comedy to the enemy design and everything. I was really having a good time, but the audience was split. All right, we had a good attendance. It was actually really good attendance for this demo, but it was like a 50-50 split. 50% of the audience that like turn-based RPGs was like, wow, this was actually a treat. Phil enjoyed it. You could tell he's really genuinely liking the gameplay elements and everything. And this is the kind of open, chill playthrough that Phil likes. Take a look, again, reference Dragon Quest XI, Yakuza Like a Dragon, this last summer, Final Fantasy VII. It's in the same vein as those playthroughs where I know I would like to play this game at length and just chill with you guys when we do it and have a lot of opportunity to enjoy both the plot and side content and all of that. It would
He
basically
doesn't want to be
a chill
Zangief. He wants to
stream
be
mixed in with
M.
everything else
Bison.
that I'm doing.
That's why I bought the
At
Nazi
the very
hat.
same time, if I were to play this game, it would have to be a balance between main streams and night streams. It couldn't just be night streams. I need to emphasize this because some people are like, oh yeah, play it, but do it as a night streams only. I'm like, wait. The main plot of the game is 30 hours long. If you do side content, the game can be 40 to 50 hours long. Do the math. If I play this 2 times, even 3 times a week, let's say I played it 3 times a week as a late night stream, that's 6 hours of gameplay a week. What if the playthrough is 50 hours long? Do the math. You're talking like 8 weeks, right? 8 weeks. You want me to be playing this for over 2 months through the next
You
couple of months
played
where we're going to have
games
other
for longer
big
than that
high-profile
before.
releases and all of that. You want this to be half of my night
You
stream.
played God of War for 2 months.
I don't know how that would work. And be honest, I don't think I would be doing it that often either. If it was exclusively night streams, I'd probably play it like twice a week. So that's 4 hours a week. What are you going to do? Play for till the summer? Of course not. So, if I were to play this as a playthrough, there would have to be balance. There would have to be some times when it's played as a daytime stream, and sometimes it's played as a nighttime stream. We would kind of alternate depending on the things going on during that week. If there's high-profile new releases that week, those would obviously take priority and be the daytime streams, and then Piece Odyssey would be pushed to the night, but then sometimes it would come back when we have opportunity. Okay? Okay. So here's the thing. Initially, I was torn because the audience was torn. Half the audience was like, wow, it looks like Phil absolutely liked
There's
this.
that too.
and
We
we'd like
didn't
to see him
stall
play
so
it.
much. You get more
And
gameplay.
then
in.
there was another half of my audience who were like, nah, I don't like turn-based RPGs. Oh, it's anime. Ugh, anime. Ugh. And you get the idiots who come in, oh, look at boobs. Look, there's boobs. Boobs. Like these idiots have
You
never
hate
seen
waifus,
women
we
before
know.
in any kind of Japanese culture, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the Japanese have a thing about women and boobs. They do. For some reason, every
Men
anime,
are thinking about
almost
women
every
and
girl has to
boobs.
have, like,
The
giant
lesbian
boobs,
women.
and they're always in your face, and the
Lots
women are
of
like half
men
dressed,
and lesbian women
right?
love
In One
boobs.
Piece, some of the guys are half dressed too. Like there's a guy there who's wearing underwear, like he's wearing a Speedo. Okay, but this is how they've always been. This is typical of Japanese culture.
Yes,
This is
because
to be
only
respected,
Japanese people like
all right?
boobs.
You can't avoid it.
You heard it here
If you do
first.
things that are
Only Japanese people like
Japanese-centric,
boobs.
Anime, this is always part of it. All right. Guess what? It's always been like that. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. It's time to grow up a little bit. Sitting on someone's stream who's playing a One Piece RPG. Oh, boobies, boobies. It's like, what are you, 4 years old? Like, the fuck is your problem? Yeah, we get it. We're not blind. You have to fucking talk about it every 2 seconds. No one gives a fuck.
Stop talking about
besides
boobs,
you,
guys.
the mouth-drooling idiot. So here's what you do. You say, before you type, here's what I want you to do. Put your hands in
Of
your
course he
pockets
doesn't.
like this.
Hey, Miles.
And just shut
A
up.
classy
Because
sloth.
no one cares about you spamming my chat with dumb shit like that. Like, you sound like a fucking idiot. Okay, anyway. So, I liked it. I was like, wow, this would be a good playthrough. It's JRPG style. I love JRPGs. It's an anime/manga that I enjoyed previously in my life. Haven't watched it or read it in a long time. And I was like, this would probably be something really good. I bet people would like this playthrough. But it really seemed live the audience was torn. It was like a 50-50 split on if I should play this game.
King Bean, holla
So
holla.
what I tasked you guys with...
Dicks, balls, and
over the
ass.
last
Don't forget
24
ass
well,
all the
actually,
time
now
there,
it's a
King
little
Bean.
over
How you
48
doing?
hours,
Hope you're
was
feeling
to
well.
let me know,
Excited
what
about
did you
the
think, and if you wanted to
Chargers
see me play the
Jags game
So
on
here's
Saturday
what I can
night.
tell you. All right, the views for those 2 videos aren't great, but the views also aren't terrible. Like, I was actually thinking no one was going to watch it. It was quite the contrary. I think each video right now has between 1 and 2,000 views. If I'm correct, I can actually refresh my page here. Take a look. Let's see here.
I say, especially since it's Derich's birthday, you should be talking about all the boobs.
Refreshing anytime today. Yeah, so I think part 1 has like 1,400 views, and then part 2 has 1,500 views. So that's not bad by any means. You know, it's okay. It's not, you know, I'm not gauging everything on views. I don't.
Yeah,
But at the
Shitty
same
Dick's
time,
his favorite.
You'll want to at least have an idea if
Go
someone is
Jags.
interested in it or not. And I would say based off of that, it does look like there's interest. Because if there was no interest, that thing probably would have tanked. It probably would have been like only a few hundred views and nothing else, right? So that's not the case. That's a good thing. And what I will tell you is distinctly during my day off, I got a bunch of comments. I said, please comment on that YouTube short that I made and also on the Daily Wrap and let me know what you think. And here's some of the comments that I got. And I'm gonna paraphrase them. I'm not going to tell you exactly word for word. Some people were like, why are you going to listen to the negative people on that late stream? You know from your history that you've done many successful playthroughs of JRPGs, right? Again, just calling some out. Dragon Quest XI, Final Fantasy VII, other classic Final Fantasy games, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound I just played over the last summer, right? Yakuza Like a Dragon. And therefore, you know that if you commit to the game and you play it in your usual style, you'll get an interactive audience that'll likely show up and they'll want to see this playthrough. I actually got a couple people who distinctly said, if you play the game, we will actually show up and support this playthrough every time you're playing it. We're going to do our effort to show up and support it because we want to see it. And we'd actually be sad if you skipped it only because you had a bunch of kind of negative people on that premiere demo stream saying don't play it, all right? And again, here's the thing.
DSP, why are you rocking out?
Is if I choose to play the game, all right, I'm in control of it, and it's not like I'm saying, oh, we absolutely have to play it every day, or it has to be a main stream every day, or even it has to be a night stream. I have the ability to flip it around, depending on how it's going. Maybe one week I want to play it a little more, maybe one week I want to play it a little less. Maybe one week we've got too much going on with new releases and we could scale it back a bit, but then another week that's lighter, we can have it come back more strongly. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that I have that ability as a variety content creator to control that. It's not like just because I'm saying I'm playing it, that I'm committing to doing it every other day. And now if you don't like JRPGs, you're screwed because there's so much JRPG content on the channel it's overloading you. That's not the case. You see? So, kind of overall, the mentality I got was, if you are going to enjoy it, and if you have confidence in your audience, because they've supported you before and they've allowed you to play these JRPG style games in the past, then why would you start second guessing yourself now? Okay. Now, interestingly enough, someone left me an insane, huge, giant diet. It was like a Shakespearean sonnet. It was like 40,000 words. All right. I think if I went to print it, I'd actually need to buy a stack of printer paper to do it. All right. But I skimmed through what this person had to say. And basically, here's what this person said.
So you skimmed, so you didn't really.
They basically said, why are you second guessing yourself 15 years into doing this? You are someone who's been around the block. You're someone who has a channel that has survived, years and years of other channels being, knocked into oblivion. You're even one of the relics of the past in a way, because you survived a content style that most people don't do anymore, right? Yet I'm still able to make a living doing it. So if you are the survivor of that, why are you worried about playing a game like this? Like, every time you've played it, it seems to work out. You don't go extinct just because you're playing a JRPG. And basically, I should be more assertive. I should be making the decisions. I was actually called out and said, don't even ask your audience what they want. That's a sign of weakness, because it shows that you don't have the strength and determination to determine what's best for you and your channel. You should be making those authoritative decisions yourself. Be a man. Step up and say, I am playing One Piece Odyssey. How dare you even question that I would play it or not? I want to play it. I, big man, ooga booga. Yes, DSP gaming,
activate.
One Piece, play game, have fun. Come, you big dick.
The fuck is over that clown mode?
What's hilarious about that is, without even exaggerating in any way, that was exactly how I used to act many years ago.
You still act
I
like
used to say,
that.
I'm the YouTuber. I'm the guy who's popular.
True.
I'm the guy who has hundreds of millions of views. My shit does not stink. Do you understand that? I'm smart. That's why I'm big on YouTube. That's why I got the views and the popularity and not you. Let me make these decisions and you keep your criticisms and suggestions to yourself. I'm not kidding. I used to be that pig-headed, big, egocentric, stubborn idiot. I don't ever want to go back to there. All right? I want to be someone who has changed for the better, and I always cherish your input and your feedback. I need that because I feel like the more input and feedback and constructive criticism I get, the better I can be. Take a look at me right now. I'm a 40-year-old man, but I'm able to maintain a YouTube channel that I do full-time with an awesome
not
interactive
grow,
audience. Look at the
not
improvements we made.
expand.
A cool camera. Look at this awesome border.
Maintain.
The lighting, right? Look at this. Just look at all this around me. This is way better than I deserve. All right? I'm just some schlub. I'm no special guy. I'm just some idiot.
You need better lighting
and I've
still.
been doing this for 15 years somehow. How? I don't know. You tell me.
Turning off
I
all the
guess I'm
lights
either
except for the
lucky
ring light isn't
or
doing any
the
good.
stars aligned. I don't know. But I'm still doing it.
You need
know
to
what
get
I'm saying?
better
Like,
lighting,
I'm no better than anyone else. At
jackwagon.
least I know that now. And I'm just grateful to be able to do what I love. You know? So I look at all of that and I'm like, the only reason I have all of this is because of you guys, right? You guys support me. You guys allow me to do what I love. You guys continuously find ways to help out and keep this going, and I really, really appreciate that. Again, at a time when all other YouTubers have turned into paid advertisements. I gotta advertise a game. I gotta play fucking Raid Shadow Legends. Here, Dollar Shave Club. Oh, here's a bunch of Japanese knives that are made in China, but advertise them anyway. Oh, here, become a lord or a lady and own land over in Ireland, and it's not even true. It's a scam.
Scotland.
Everyone doing that shit, right?
It was
I don't
Scotland,
do any
not
of that
Ireland.
because of you guys. I'm so happy, right? So thank you for that. And that's why I cherish your input. When I'm in a situation like this week, I don't know what to play, okay? I always want to take in your feedback. I always want to listen to my audience and say, please tell me what it is that I should be doing. Please give me your feedback, all right? When it comes to One Piece Odyssey, I'm hearing about a 50-50 split. There's no screaming over here, don't play it, and there's no overwhelming yes, play it. It's kind of like there is a group that would absolutely love to see me play it, and there's actually a couple vocal people in that group saying we would come and support those streams if you do it.
Couple vocal
But in the
that
most
will
part, there's
support
no
means
definitive
money.
yes or no answer here.
There's a couple people who
Okay.
said that they'd pay me money if I played it, guys. So that's all that
And
matters.
so it's hard for me.
Hard for me to
make
not
an
play it,
ultimate determining
guys.
Decision
When people are
in a
demanding
quick
to
manner.
give me money
it
for
really
it.
is. Like, I was thinking about it my whole day yesterday, and I was like, should I play this game or not? And I'm like, well, would I enjoy it? I almost guarantee you I would enjoy it. It looks like it's going to be, again, right my style of game. We're going to have a nice, relaxing time. When I play the game, we're going to be interacting and having a good time, talking not only about the game, but other things. It's going to be one of these cool, interactive playthroughs that I really like doing, okay? And I'm down for that. Also, it's a JRPG. It's the only JRPG I'll be playing during this time period. Will I be playing Oblivion? Yes, that is completely different. It's an action-based Western RPG that plays so differently. It's just a different animal entirely. It almost feels like a different genre, even though technically it's still role-playing. Okay? So the way I see it is, as long as I can get enough of a consistent audience, just like I did with Earthbound, just like I did with Final Fantasy VII, if I can get those same people to buy in and say, we will show up for One Piece Odyssey, and we will, engage, chill, support, all those things that are important to success. It's not just one. It's literally all those
It's literally
components
tips
that
and
make
super
it
chats that I
work.
need.
Not
Not just one or the other. I need
then
both,
I'd be willing
guys.
to play it, okay? And I'm seeing, even literally right now, in my chat, there's a split. Some people are like, no, don't do it. I'm not going to be here for it if you don't do it. And there's others that are like, nah, it looks interesting. It looks good. Yeah, you should do it if you think you're going to be interested in it,
But he's not going to be
it's
interested in
kinda
it
tough.
unless he
It's
gets money.
tough for me to decide. Also,
Prime,
it's
how's it
40
going?
excuse me. It's a
Glad
$60
you like it.
game. This is no discounted game or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the sponsor every video starting out with,
The way I
guys,
see it is,
playing this game so I get more
if
money.
I play it,
Use
all
my
right,
code, DSP Snort, and I'll get $5
I
for
would
every time
just
you
hope
use
that the
it.
people that are now saying
Ow.
they'll be interested will actually be here for it. You know what I'm saying?
I need you guys
this
to
is
buy
basically the
in.
first new game of
Wink,
the year,
wink.
and it would be a shame if I say I buy it, I start playing it tomorrow, and within 3 streams we're down to like less than 200 viewers. That would dishearten me. Although if those less than 200 viewers are still engaged,
Right now you're at
and having a good time,
487,
it
so
doesn't really
not that
matter.
far away.
As I told you,
Mr.
viewership is just a number.
201,000
YouTube means nothing
subs.
to me. I don't care. As long as people are enjoying and engaging and supporting, and that playthrough means something and fits into my model.
You have
of content
40
creation, then I
times the
don't see
amount of
problem.
subscribers as I
But that's
do,
the thing. We need
but
those
you only have
factors to
10
be
times the amount of
you
people
see.
watching. What the fuck?
Battledux says, I'd rather see you play a game that you like than play a game that you have to, but you're only playing it because it brings in tips.
I need them tips, I really do.
Not to say that I'm not already doing that, let's be honest, with Warzone. I don't love Warzone. It's growing on me. I think I'm getting better at it. It's not torture every time I play it. But at the same time, I'm not in love with it. I tell you guys how critical I am of the gunplay. I think that the servers aren't that good, you know. But Warzone, hey, you guys love it. People challenge me with those bounties, and it's very fun to hit them. You know, that's kind of what that is. So
Yeah, if I hit the bounties,
we
guys,
already
it's
have
great.
something like that in a rotation.
give me
right?
more.
Maybe I do need to balance it out with something that's kind of like 100% enjoyable to me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second, because I think I need to open the window. It feels kind of hot in here.
Yeah.
It does. I don't know why it does.
Getting hot in here, really? Renton, Washington,
Window's all the way open.
weather.
I'll turn the fan on a little.
It is literally 50 degrees.
Let's turn my
It
fan
is
on.
50 degrees.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a warmer day outside. I'm not sure. But I'll turn the fan on low. I'll get a little bit of circulation here. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm going to make my final decision by the end of today. But as of right now, I am leaning towards
rocking.
playing One Piece Odyssey. I think it makes sense if I'm going to be playing a game that I know I'm going to enjoy. And you guys, you know, it's a split audience for sure. But if we can get that commitment, right?
If the commitment
that
of you
people
guys
are
give me
going
tips.
to enjoy and chill with me, then that's fine. And again, it doesn't have to be a main gameplay stream every day, but it doesn't have to be a chill night stream either. It could be like maybe one day it's a day stream, but then later on in the week it's a night stream and we alternate between. Okay? Now here's the other factor in all of this, okay? We're about to finish Resident Evil 1 Remake. There's only about an hour left in the game, so I'm definitely beating it when I play it again on Saturday night. But we still have a gap in the schedule, so what do we play? Well, in my opinion, there's 2 options, okay? Option number 1, here's the thing, I want to play another survival horror game. I've decided. I really liked Resident Evil 1 Remake. I want to do another survival horror game before the Dead Space remake comes out in 2 weeks, okay? So the question is, what will the
Good
survival
point,
horror
pigs
game
don't
be,
sweat.
okay? Excuse me.
Wow, thank you.
Oh,
Right into the
disgusting.
microphone.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So, here are the options that I am weighing and balancing. Option number 1, Resident Evil 0. Why 0? Because it's a prequel to the mainstream trilogy of Resident Evil games. I've only played it once before, and I think it would be fun to replay Resident Evil 0. I just do. I'll be honest with you, I remember one segment, you're on a train. That's all I remember about the game. I don't remember anything else. Okay? So,
Jane
Resident Evil
Brain
0,
doesn't remember anything.
that would be the one that I want to replay if I replay another Resident Evil game. However, if you're not aware, all right, there is another game that came out last year that I didn't even know about. Apparently, this game is a throwback and homage to classic survival horror, and apparently it's on Game Pass. Did you guys hear about this game?
The fuck is he doing? More clown mode? Clown mode, clowny, clowny, clown mode.
Okay, ready? Hold on. Allow me to remove my camera for a second because it's huge and blocking everything. Okay. It's called Signalis. Okay? So apparently this game has been on Game Pass since October. I didn't even know it existed. All right, if you take a look
I've
at
heard of it, but I haven't looked into
it
it.
literally looks like old school Resident Evil in the way that it plays. And apparently, look at that menu, right? Reminds you of like either Metal Gear or old school Resident Evil. Okay. And look, pick up the King in Yellow. Does that sound familiar? Kind of sounds like a Resident Evil puzzle, doesn't it? Apparently, the game is very good. Read this. A classic survival horror experience set in a dystopian future where humanity is covered a dark secret. Unravel a cosmic mystery, escape terrifying creatures, and scavenge an off-world government facility as Elster, a technician replica, searching for her lost dreams. Okay? So this sounds to me like a modern take on classic survival horror. And it came out in October, and I missed it. I didn't even know it existed. And someone recently was like, dude, if you want to play survival horror stuff, why don't you just play a new game that you missed out on in October rather than going back and playing another Resident Evil, which you just did? Okay? So that's definitely something that I would consider. If you guys think that Signalis would be a good playthrough, then I would be down.
And I would be down as long as it's free, guys.
It's funny because some people in the chat are like, yes, this is a good game. Yes, you should totally play it. Yes, this is the right choice. This is interesting that people are saying that because, again, I swear I never even knew what this was until people started suggesting it this week. They were like, why not play Signalis instead? So if you guys think that would be better, then we could do that. So I guess here's what we need to decide. Decision number one, are we going to do more Need for Speed? Excuse me. Are we going to do more Need for Speed Unbound after today, or is today the final stream and we retire it? We tried it twice. Okay, good enough. Move on. Number two, tomorrow do we play One Piece Odyssey? Okay. And number three, what's the next survival horror game? Is it going to be Resident Evil 0 or is it going to be Signalis? We have to make a decision on these things. We have to make all of these decisions today.
We got to make all these decisions, guys.
Formulate
he's probably already decided what he's going to do, but he wants to make it
or
seem like
the viewer's choice
fans chose it.
We have to
so that way, if
figure all
it
this
sucks,
out.
guess what?
All right?
It's not my fault, guys. You wanted this.
So let's all
we
think
talked about this yesterday, and you
today.
wanted it. I
Let's
didn't
all
want to
get
do this. You guys
opinions
did.
Let me know your thoughts. I'm already seeing.
This is him
some
already just
people
trying
giving
to
some
take the
good,
blame off
thoughts
himself.
Here. And let's determine it by the end of today. That way, tonight when I make the schedule, we can have a good idea of where we're going for the weekend, so people will understand.
I know I'll be going for the weekend.
Now,
work, and then a friend's
normally I
house
would do
watch
game news. We don't
football.
have time. Instead, we're going to get to shout-outs now.
Shut up!
We
You
have
get the
absolutely
cock out of your mouth.
no shout-outs on the YouTube side of things. So instead, I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
get
no
tips.
shout-outs, guys.
And let's
Hint,
see what
hint,
people have
wink,
to say in
wink.
their tips today. We start off today with a $5 tip from Ultra Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. I gotta say, I don't know how you do it with One Piece Odyssey. Here we go again. Here you go. What is it with all these Japanese artists always creating characters with huge over-exaggerated boobs? I mean, it's just a thing.
How dare Japanese people like boobs? And
It's
you know,
just
everyone
a
else
thing
like
with them.
boobs.
Seriously, take a look at anime. For some reason, it's like normalized in their culture. They don't even... Here's the weird thing about this, too. Did you know?
Yeah,
the
it's an
Callisto
illustration.
Protocol
It's an illusion of
was
choice.
banned in Japan because the Japanese deemed that the death animations in the game were too gory to be released in that country. I just want you to think about this. The death animations in Callisto Protocol were deemed too gory, right? So they couldn't be in the... They couldn't sell the game. Yet, literally, all the sexual stuff is 1,000,000% allowed in their culture. No problem. They don't give a crap about that at all.
Yes, that's
right?
why it's
like,
totally not
geez.
100% censored all
Anyway.
the time.
It's confusing for sure. It's a weird
Yes,
double
also it's called
standard
fan
for
service.
sure.
And Booba is the best.
But yeah, I don't know. And again, I'm not gonna let it distract me or bother me. I don't care. It's a
Really,
freaking
mister, I don't want to play
with
this game. It has
anime characters.
waifus in it.
Great, big deal.
You've skipped
It's
entire
stupid that they're
genres
not
of games
doing it
because they
like
had
that.
boobs
Yeah.
in it.
It's also stupid that there's a dude wearing a Speedo too. You know, there's a lot of dumb shit in it. But you get to a point where you realize it's so normalized in that culture that it's not a big deal anymore. And I'll tell you right now, idiots that come by and they're gonna try to talk about it constantly and everything, they're just gonna be shown the door. Because that's not what it's about, obviously. We're not stupid. I played Final Fantasy VII. No one, you stand there and talk about it all day, you get banned too. You're stupid. You know, I'm not gonna be distracted by stupid idiots in the chat. That's not what we're here for.
IFA.
This is not the dark side Phil of 2010 or 2009. constantly
Or
commenting
2012,
on it, doing
13,
stupid
14,
shit.
15,
You know,
16,
I've
17,
changed a lot in the last 5,
18,
6
19,
years,
20,
as you
21,
know.
22.
We're doing a serious playthrough of the game. If you have an issue with that, go watch someone else out there who's going to literally comment on it every 5 seconds. That's not what you're getting here on DSP Gaming.
Here you get actual genuine content, guys.
Continuing on. Got a $1.30 tip from Anonymous. I'd like
$30.
clarification. You mentioned you feel like you shouldn't be held accountable for things that Passville said. Am I understanding it out of context? But you can rob a bank, but if you don't get caught 10 years later, it's okay. No. Boy, this is silly. Okay. Here's the thing with cancel culture. Okay?
Don't cancel me, bro.
Seems to be of the impression that people literally never grow, change, or improve over time. Okay?
But you don't grow, change over time.
So let's say, for example, someone does something bad in their past. It's identified. It's recognized publicly. And they
like
do the
you
time
pretending to
for
be
the
a Nazi,
crime. You know what I'm saying?
exterminating the
Like,
Jews.
they've already been called
Oh, he's definitely
out,
not straight.
and or
Not a chance in
that
hell.
person has made an effort to actively change.
He had a
they're not like that
nympho
anymore,
18-year-old
right?
girl wanting to bang his
So then
brains
why
out
are you
24/7
now
and
going
refused to have
hold
sex
them
with her.
accountable for things that they did so long
He is
ago?
not straight.
And the other difference here is actual crimes versus just being kind of stupid and silly and immature, right? Just because someone said dumb, offensive jokes or did something dumb in the past doesn't mean that they're going to keep doing that in the future. They very well could have changed as a person. Why are you now going to act like something that happened long ago is the current state?
Pig roaches never
right?
change, just like war.
Right? Are you telling me that people don't have the ability to grow, learn, and change? Why do you think that just
If you had the
because
ability to
something
do
is
that,
on
you
the
would have
internet
by now, but you
somewhere,
haven't.
that is a black and white moment in the definition of that person, and they will always be
Oh,
that
black,
forever.
you'll chew on your
That is
fingernails
a
for it, right?
puerile, immature, childlike mindset. That is someone who doesn't understand human nature. That is someone who thinks that everything is like right and wrong, black and white, superheroes versus supervillains. That's like, you're a dunce. You basically have no life experience to think that way. And that's cancel culture. That's, look at someone from 100 years ago.
Don't cancel me, bro.
And make them, tear them down for shit they used to be. That's ludicrous. That's not fair. People
he
change.
definitely wants LTG
People become better.
in many,
If that
many
wasn't
ways.
the case, okay, why even have a criminal justice system at all? Why even have jails? Because that person will never reform or change. So why even have it? Why not everyone who ever commits a crime, why don't we just put them on a rocket and launch them off to fucking Jupiter? Because they have no hope of ever coming to become a better person, right? Just get them off the planet. That's ridiculous. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And that's essentially
Have
what
you not
this
watched
is
your
saying,
pre-streams DSP?
all right?
Those are pretty
now,
fucking
here's
stupid.
the thing. If someone committed heinous crimes, you know, murders, massive money embezzlement and shit like that years ago, and they got away with
Money
it,
embezzlement.
and it's within the statute of limitations, right? To, we caught them and we can still prosecute them for this heinous crimes that they committed. That's different, okay? That's a little different. But what I'm talking about with this cancel culture shit and, you know, people being held accountable for stuff they did in the past, you're talking about, okay, someone made some stupid jokes, right? Did they directly hurt anyone? Right? Did they act, you know, and the thing is,
you held a grudge against people because they mentioned
okay. They're fine.
their incidents.
I mean, holy shit, we just saw.
They make fun of you just said, "Oh, hey, hopefully I don't pull a DSP on stream today." And you hold those grudges for years.
So the shit he gets away with. But then, someone made a sexual joke 10 years ago. Let's fucking hang them by their balls now. It's like, what are you talking about? Right? It doesn't make any sense at all. So that's what I mean about this stuff is, no. If someone has actively changed and doesn't do that stuff anymore, you should not be going crazy about stuff that's happened in the past. I feel like people can grow and mature and change.
Guys, I murdered those people in the past.
And they should have that opportunity to do so.
You can't hold that against me now, guys. It was in the past.
Especially if you've publicly acknowledged it was...
Publicly acknowledged that I murdered those people,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
it's okay now, guys.
I look at my past and I cringe. And I'm embarrassed at it. And we've done retrospectives where we go back and we look at that old commentary.
And then you
like,
edit videos out or you completely
so immature,
privatize or delete
I was
them.
trying to appeal to a teen
so people can
audience
stop
on
using
YouTube.
them against you.
It. Today, I don't appeal to a teen audience. Did you know teenagers are less than 1% of my overall audience on YouTube? If you're a teenager watching this right now, you are in the drastic minority. The vast majority of people who watch my content...
Show the analytics.
Ages,
I want to see these
early
analytics
20s
that
to
you have
30s,
less than
and
1%
then
of
30s to
teenagers.
40s. And then it goes
fucking
up from there
shit.
older. Like 50s to 60s is the next age range. And then the least age range I have is teenagers. All those teenagers, they go watch the viral YouTubers, the popular people. I'm not appealing to that audience. I don't have to do dumb, immature shit that I hate anymore. I don't have to pretend to be someone
Anymore.
I'm
Now
not.
you just
That's
do it
great.
anyways.
I've changed.
You don't
I'm
have
not
to.
that
You just
person.
do it
I don't
anyways,
want to be that
right?
person. So why are you going to yell at me for shit I did 15 years ago? Like, are you?
A good point. People lie about their age, but there's no way it's less than 1%.
For you, 15 years ago, right? Whoever you are right now, whoever I'm talking to right now live to you, or if you're watching this on demand, think about who you were 15 years ago. Are you the same today? You might have been a kid. You know, if you're in your 20s, 15 years ago, you're probably a child. Are you the same as you are today? Gee, when you were a child, you did something bad. Should you be punished for it when you're in your 20s? Does that make any sense?
I mean, it depends what you did.
But for some reason, cancel culture is dumb and doesn't understand that. You know? There you go. Anyway, let's continue. I hope that explains. I hope that makes sense of what you were asking me. Anonymous tipper. Let's see here. We got a $3 tip from... Hold on.
Nobody has any super chats yet.
Gamer Guy, to me $3. And much
Best
as
Buy,
I will enjoy
helicopter
your
company,
playthrough, I'd also
the
enjoy
mall,
another retro
restaurant
playthrough of Fallout
place.
3 New Vegas, especially because they look good on Xbox or Dragon Age Origins. Takes me back to simpler times. Just a thought. Well, excuse me. We're definitely not doing New Vegas. We just did that 2 years ago. I don't know if you were aware, Gamer Guy. I don't know if you were around 2 years ago, but we just did a full playthrough of that, and sadly, it happened right before they updated the game to run good on the Series X. So I played it.
Run well.
And it was still 30 frames. We did a full completionist run as well with all the DLCs and everything. And it is unfortunate it happened right before they updated the game, but it did happen right before they updated the game.
Yeah, it's called accountability.
So if I ever go back to that again, it's going to be long.
Even if it was 2 days ago, guys. That was 2 days ago. You can't only be responsible.
There's
What
absolutely
it did 2 days ago, guys.
Once, you know,
It's
we
in
gotta
the
be realistic here.
past.
I'm a variety streamer. I'm not supposed to be playing the same kind of game 5 times. So, okay.
You've played
Snow Carls
Skyrim
to
3
the dollar
times. You've
says,
played Fallout
looking forward to
multiple
One Piece.
times.
Who's your female and male character respectively, and why? You could just pick Luffy, by the way. You know, I don't want to answer that until we play further into the game if I choose to play it, and here's why. It's been so long since I played it, or since I read or watched, that I'm forgetting the personalities of the characters. Like, I couldn't tell you the difference between...
Like, I'm not even a One Piece
Robin
fan, and I'll
and
still
Robin.
say go Zoro.
I just couldn't. I don't remember how they act or whatever. We have to
Okay,
watch
why
more.
not?
I have to experience more of the game.
Guys, I have a different phone number.
Um,
No, you don't, bitch.
As for the male characters, like I said, like some of those weren't even in the part. Like Brooke and Frankie weren't part of the crew when I used to watch, so I don't even know how they're gonna factor in. You know, Zoro was always the badass, like the ultimate badass of the crew, and so he was kind of like my favorite at the time when I used to watch it back in the day. But I don't know if that's gonna be the case in his game. If maybe he's changed, who knows? You know, you won't know. I won't know till I play, so I can't answer that after a 2-hour demo. Okay.
I'm not even a fan. I barely
Shout
watched
out to
any of it
Ponage
except for
101
clips
who
and
has
highlights.
$10.
A lot of those highlights involve Zoro, so I like Zoro.
Get the animation up there. Thank you, Ponage. And Ponage says, have you ever heard of the Breakers fighting game? A collection of 2 games that released today. It's $20 though. Maybe we could be interested if it's on Game Pass. Yeah, I've never heard of this. What is this? The Breakers fighting game? No. I guess that one, I completely missed it. I didn't even know it existed. So yeah, I have to admit, right over my head on that one. Thank
Overlord
you
is the
for tip.
best.
Maybe I'll have to
Love
look into it.
Overlord.
I also received a $15 tip from the Dutch Brothers. So I think that this is actually the biggest tip of the day. So let's say Dutch Brothers. Derich. Sorry about that. The heinous misspelling. Absolutely egregiously misspelled. I'm sorry about that. So the Dutch Brothers tipped $15.
Are they giving you more money now, DSP? Or are they just going to give you more items?
And he says, okay, I'm happy for One Piece. I'm surprised you have a ton of playthrough views, but only a couple comments. I don't get it. Why? Have a great stream. You know,
Because
I
you
couldn't
ban
tell
anyone
ya.
with comments.
I did approve all YouTube comments since yesterday, and I did go through and I picked, I didn't pick, but I approved the ones that weren't obviously offensive. But I didn't necessarily.
What's offensive
look
about
at
them? They
what
said
individual
snort.
video each
I
comment
can't
was
allow
on.
people to
I
say
did
snort in
notice a
my
lot of
comment
comments about
section.
the One Piece playthrough, but I think some of them were on the Daily Wrap, and some of them were actually on the YouTube short that I put out as well. So I think that the comments were kind of dispersed among all 3 of those sources, which is fine, obviously. But yeah, I don't. It would be great to get more comments.
Allowed
It's good.
2 out of
There's
probably
good amount of
dozens.
comments on those videos, which is great.
Stop
That's what I
saying
wanted. I wanted to
snort in
have,
my video,
a good
guy.
healthy discussion on my
It's not nice to say snort.
for the best and worst.
Hurting my feelings when you say snort.
Dozens of comments on those. So, okay.
I'm not sure there's a picture of what the Dutch brothers look like. I can't imagine they look good, though.
So, I received a $1 anonymous tip. It says, Metacritic is saying the One Piece game is a 76. Fans of the series are saying it's a really good game. However, overall, the criticism is that it's slow-paced. Well, it's a JRPG. I mean, do you know of a JRPG that's fast-paced? I'm kind of like, yeah, that's the genre, right? They're kind of slow-burn games, right? I mean, I couldn't even tell you of a JRPG that I think turboed through anything. But,
well, you turbo through all kinds of stuff, because that's what you do.
That'll be very fun to experience with.
And there's called the Grand Canyon.
Okay. Gamer guys to the dollars. Important to note, many reviewers are claiming the first 4 hours of One Piece are going to be very hand-holdy. After that, the game will actually open up. The difficulty will go up a bit. There's costumes you can equip to.
Oh no, not difficulty spike, guys.
Outfits
I can't handle difficulty.
Updated outfits from the time gap. I see. That would be cool. I think I would prefer the older outfits, quite frankly, because those are the ones that I'm actually used to. Some of their new outfits, I'm like, what the hell are they wearing? Right? But, okay. And I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Gamer Guy. I got another $1 tip. From Anso Kamaru. In the West, gore and blood is glorified. Meanwhile, anything sexual in nature is seen as childish and pathetic. But in the East, gore and blood is deemed too intense, but things sexual in nature in media is normalized. It's like night and day. It's honestly baffling when people in the chat and you say sexual themes in games is stupid for people with no social lives or lore lives because it's a gross generalization. Again, I'm not...
That's actually very true. It's why when I watch Korean dramas or I watch something from Europe, it's... How to explain it? Oh, it's different. Obviously in America, oh hey, it's 8 o'clock. Time for us to sit down with our family and watch Jack Bauer torture someone for the next 20 minutes before the next commercial break, guys. No biggie. Jack Bauer's out there carving the guy's face off with a knife. Whatever, it's primetime TV. Let's all watch it together. But no curse words. That's why when I was watching Suits, I was surprised that they got away with the word shit. Then in later seasons, they actually started getting away with the word fuck. Like, wait, what? They did not just say that, did they? But honestly, I'm guessing they went to streaming after season 6 or something. That's why they got away with it. But it's always been so weird watching an American show where, hi, we're prisoners in a prison. We're murderers and rapists, and the hardest thing you'll ever hear say is, golly gee williker, hopefully we don't get anything bad for lunch today. Oh gosh, they gave us a half-eaten pear. That sure is nice of the guards. Like, wait, what? Yeah, prisoners in prison for murder and rape and firebombing churches and all that? But there's no cursing. It's fucking weird. And annoying. But in European movies and TV shows, yeah, they're going to have language. They're going to have nudity and sex and all that. But there won't be any violence. Like, all violence is off camera. It's always, oh no, they're about to shoot him. Cut away. Oh no, they're about to bash his head in with a baseball bat. Cut away. But while the person's being tortured, they'll say shit and, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing? Please, just let me go. But they won't actually show the torture. Christian jail. Murder is okay, but cursing is going too far. Yes. It's always been super annoying watching American stuff where, again, it's like, oh, hey, it's a war movie. These guys are in the trenches. They're being shot at. Oh, golly, our sergeant just lost his head. Mind you, let's show the head explode from a bullet that's meant for a tank, but it went low and it hit him in the head and his whole skull explodes. They'll show that. But then all the soldiers in the foxhole, oh, golly, our sergeant just died. Oh, how terrible. Fucking weird. So yes, that is a thing where in like Eastern or in Europe, whatever, it's going to have a lot more language and sexual stuff and nudity, but very little violence compared to what you see in American TV where it's, oh, all right, it's primetime television. Let's watch some violence. But no naughty language and no nudity or sex. I've heard of Black Sails before.
Saying, okay.
One of those things I want to get around to watching
now
eventually.
You're generalizing what I'm saying. All right? Here's the way I see it. Okay? It's like everything in life. It's all about moderation, correct? Things being all right. I'm playing High on Life, and there's a running joke in High on Life that the character who plays your sister is getting into a romantic relationship with an alien. At first, you could think, oh, that's kind of funny, awkward comedy. It almost sounds like a sitcom, right? It could be kind of awkward, funny, maybe some Judd Apatow style comedy or whatever, right? But then there's a whole scene where it's the two of them arguing about having sex and they're shooting goo on each other. I'm like, wait. You've gone too far. That's stupid. You know, you get to the ultra extremes, and that's when you're like, okay, it was funny the first time I heard it. As a running joke, it works. It doesn't work when we have a fucking 5-minute scene having to hear these two argue about having sexual intercourse. It's disgusting, basically. Like, come on.
It's disgusting, guys.
So that's what I mean. It's about moderation. I'm okay with gore. I'm okay with sexual themes as long as it's
exactly.
moderate.
Rambo's another good
example. Pushing it as the selling point of your game, that's when you're kind of getting ridiculous, right? There's certain games out there that people are that's what they think of when they think about the game. I mean, Catherine, right? That's a game where the whole plot is about a guy who's in a love triangle between multiple women, but then somehow there's fucking puzzles where he's a sheep or something. Like it's like the gameplay doesn't even make sense. Obviously you're in
that is a great game. Shut the fuck up. Keep that game out of your mouth.
Adults, right? So it makes sense.
Catherine
is
is a great
looking
game.
For, but
weird game, but a great game.
Where's the game? And that's why I criticized that game. But anyway,
because it made you feel
see the point I'm
uncomfortable.
making. It's about clarification. It's about moderation. It's about not going over the top in any one direction. It's okay to have these things as an element of a piece of entertainment.
PG-13 in France and original.
If it's going to be the sole source.
The US was 18 plus. Yes, it was.
You know,
it was rated R, which is 17 and older.
And that's for anything, for gore, sex,
I don't get it.
It is.
Wait a minute. So 17-year-old can watch this.
And if that's the case, fine.
But they're not considered an adult
kind of
in America.
Audiences style content that I do.
But it's rated R, so you have to be 17 and older to watch.
Rated games here on DSP Gaming for any reason. Doesn't matter if it's gore, sex, whatever. That's not what I do. You know, so I have to make sure that what I'm doing is moderate as well. You understand? But the point I'm making is, if I'm going to be playing a game and I'm enjoying it, right? And you can see I'm enjoying it from a moderate perspective. I'm not going crazy in one direction or another. To then start doing who's your waifu? Who's your favorite? Do you have a crush on any of these girls? What do you think about the big boobs? It's like, dude, you sound like a fucking idiot. You are an idiot for saying this dumb shit.
Yes, you are, DSP.
On a stream that obviously is not
also, Tifa, best
discuss that, is not thinking about that stuff. Again, there's tons of content creators out there who probably are of that mindset, will play these games in that mindset, and if that's what you want, go over there to that style of audience. That's not me. I'm making content for people in their 20s and 30s and sometimes 40s. I'm not making content for a dunce teenager who's going to sit there thinking about what, who they want to beat off to later. It's fucking gross. All right? It's not DSP
also
gaming.
Tifa. Vaporeon is not the best waifu.
I wouldn't even know because I don't know what kind of content
Vaporeon is a terrible waifu.
Outside of the memes that I hear. I've never watched any of it.
And it's just sad that I know that meme or whatever you want to call it, of what you're talking about. No.
But you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay.
Vaporeon will never be best waifu.
I got another dollar tip. Thank you for clarifying. I agree with what you're saying. Excuse me. I agree
the
with
oldest
what you're saying.
40-year-old in history, yes.
Videos and clips is helping you. I guess I could go either way. I don't know what he's talking about. It gives haters something to fall back on. Have you considered reacting to It's a Gundam video? No, I don't even know what you're talking about. That all I have to understand, again, this is another one of those guys, much like Mr. Matoker, much like other people who all I've heard is over the years, this guy's a piece of shit to me. I have no idea who he is. I literally have never seen a piece of content from the person.
You mean Metoker?
Right? From what I don't understand, it's just one of those real negative.
Who the fuck calls him Matoker?
Who makes crappy content that's all toxic, negative, attacking style shit. And every once in a while,
Matoker. Holy shit, I am.
DSP again.
This is mind blown by that.
After a while away, he made another video about me. I don't care. I'm never gonna watch it. I don't give a fuck about the guy. He's a fart in the wind to me. I'll hear about him today, and I'll never hear about him again until the next time that he rears his ugly, perverted head.
Max or an incorrect summary of Metal Gear Rising.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. And he doesn't.
I don't know anything about him, but fuck him.
He really doesn't. He's just another one of these fucking drama creators that no one gives a fuck about. Okay.
Is that why he's a bigger channel than you?
Okay. I got a $2
makes more than you, DSP.
A lot of the folks will go. A lot of the people. Yeah, here you go. This guy has it right. This guy is 100% correct. I completely agree with this.
He gave me a bunch of money, so he's correct.
There's a lot of the folks that say dumb shit about boobs and stuff in your playthrough, like when I was playing One Piece the other night. They're the same people who do derail your content at any point and say things like, "Oh, Phil is married," And, you know, they've been making this joke for years, and it stopped being funny years ago. Ignore that mess. Just enjoy the game. Thanks for playing a JRPG. I'll be sure to support it if you play it. There you go. By the way, don't ever
yes.
think
Tifa's
that
always
my
gonna be the
game
best.
selection, my personal selection of a game that I want to play would be affected by those idiots. Never. The memes and everything. If I want to play a game and enjoy it, I'm going to fucking play it and enjoy it. And I'm not going to let those dunces ruin it for anyone. For me, for my viewing audience, no. Absolutely not. These immature people want to come in here and act immature. They're just not going to be here anymore. It doesn't bother me.
So you're going to get booted from your own stream, huh? DSP for being immature?
Let them go to their circle jerking communities. Let them go to It's a Gundam and all these fucking idiots and let them do the jokes there. They're not going to be doing them on DSP Gaming. You don't have to worry about that. Okay?
Because you have no audience left.
Okay. I got another tip. Jeez.
You guys are giving me too much money. What are you doing?
Play Dead by Daylight again. I would love to see that. When we played it during the Halloween marathon, it seemed very appropriate to play then. As I told you guys, I actually liked how it looked because it looked like they had updated it and it was running much better. It had a wide cast of characters now. When I played it, when it was first, you know, many years ago on Xbox One, there was only a few killers. Now there's like a ridiculous amount.
Metal View.
Cool.
Oh, it's only 19 minutes and 14 seconds long, too.
But, you know, I don't
It's
know.
not even that long of a
Would anyone
video.
want to see it?
Oh, but it is a
As anything
two-parter?
of regular occurrence. Personally,
Second part
I
might make it
liked the
longer,
game.
but
I was
probably
playing
watch
it, and
it.
people told me to stop playing it. They didn't like it. That's why I stopped playing it to begin with. So if you guys like it and ever wanted to see it, you know, let's make a case for it, okay? Then I got
You guys
another
stopped
dollar
tipping, so I
tip.
figured you didn't want to see me playing anymore.
If you would like to do a one-off playthrough of Breakers Collection for Friday Night Fights, it's 2 fighting games from the Neo Geo arcades. I'm willing to provide a code for you. It plays like Super Turbo if that sweetens the deal. So what games is this? Breakers Collection? I guess I have to look into this. I don't know anything about it. I guess it just came out. You guys are talking about it. Breakers Collection. So you're saying it's a game called The Breakers? And it's a collection of 2 games? It doesn't really sound familiar, but, you know, back in the day, SNK did put out quite a lot of fighting games, and I certainly didn't play a lot of them. Like, I played Fatal Fury, and all its spin-offs. I played King of Fighters. I played Samurai Showdown, Art of Fighting, Kazuna Encounter, World Heroes. I mean, they put out so many, so I'm trying to think of all the ones that they had. I didn't really hear about them.
Gundam. Yeah, Matoker and Gundam out there, right?
So, yeah, I can't really say. They mean Breakers. The sequel is called Breakers Revenge. Breakers Revenge sounds familiar.
DSP is going to be a free game for you. Fuck do you care if it sucks? Play it for one stream. If you like it, you play for more. If you don't like it, you stop playing it. It's a free game. Never forget, guys, this is a gameplay stream. He's playing Need for Speed today. I'm sure you can tell by his great pre-stream that he loves Need for Speed.
You know, I can't say I remember playing this one. It certainly looks like Street Fighter. It looks like World Heroes. But I don't remember playing this one. And apparently this is a collection that just came out, huh?
But you gotta keep going to the
Interesting.
Frozen Curls to get his hair so it doesn't look
All
as
right.
thin.
Well, thanks for telling me. Again, I'll have to look into it more because I was not aware of it.
Oh, wow, he just finally got a super chat. Congratulations, DSP.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do because we gotta end the show. We gotta get started with Need for Speed. All right. Here's the deal. Today it's Need for Speed Unbound. Let's make our final decision on the game by the end of this stream, and it's Warzone tonight on the late stream, which I'm excited for. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is now time to set it in stone. Tomorrow, I will be playing.
Whatever you feel like playing.
We're going to play Fortnite all day tomorrow and see how it goes. We're going to buy the banana hammock outfit, and we're going to do conga lines throughout the world. No. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to, and this is a risk. It's definitely a risk. And I don't know if it's going to come out with a reward that I'm intending, but I hope it does. I hope we get an amazing playthrough out of it. All right? We're going to be doing One Piece tomorrow. I think I'm going to get it tonight, and we're going to load it. And One Piece Odyssey begins tomorrow. We pick up right where we left off with the demo, and we give it a shot. And if it goes well, great. And if it doesn't, well, I guess I look like an idiot. But I've been listening to your feedback, and it seems like in general there's an audience for it. They want to see it. They claim they'll support it. They claim they'll engage. You know, I'm down for it. All right? Let's give it a shot tomorrow and see how it goes. Friday night, I forgot to mention this, the return of Friday Night Fights. Tomorrow night, we're doing a late-night stream of fighting game fun in the Capcom Fighting Collection. We're going to give it a shot and see if we can play some people. I don't know if we'll find anyone. I hope we do. But I want to give it a shot and see if we can actually play anybody in the game and do some old-school fighting games. So then Saturday will be the premiere of Elder Scrolls Oblivion. The Oblivion playthrough will officially start on Saturday. Okay? And then Saturday night, we'll do more... no, Saturday night is the conclusion of Resident Evil 1 Remake. All right? Sunday...
I can see you dragging out even longer because you're an idiot.
All right? We have to determine what new survival horror game I am playing. Will it be Resident Evil 0 or Signalis? We have to determine this for Sunday. Sunday night, I'm not streaming because Sunday night, I have to film all the private patron videos for my patrons. All right? And then Monday, Tuesday, we will alternate basically between One Piece and, I guess, either Elder Scrolls or the horror game, and whatever we don't play as a daytime stream will be a night stream one of those days. Okay? Fair enough? Does that sound good? Gray Fox, I like that picture you made for me. I have not had a chance to download it to my PC yet, but I saw it on my phone. I really like it. I think it's fun. And I will have to start using it probably tomorrow. Okay?
I swear I'll use it tomorrow, guys. I swear.
All right, does that all make sense?
You
And
more
again,
money.
you know, this is my return podcast. I know it went longer. We had a lot to talk about, but I hope this makes sense. Does that sound good to all of you? All right? I hope it sounds good. All right, guys. So thank you very much. And I hope that this makes sense. Let's determine Need for Speed Unbound, yes or no. Which survival horror game? All right? We have some things to talk about. We have to figure this out. All right? So two burning questions that need answers. Maybe we need some Tafactin, Tenactin or something for them. I don't know. But let's apply the Tenactin and let's get our answers so that way we can concretely make the schedule for the rest of the week. Sound good? Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the podcast. Stay cool.
Nope. Don't stay cool. Stay mad at this asshole. Job Simulator. I played Job Simulator on the HTC Vive before. It was weird, but I kind of liked it. It was different. Yeah, can you imagine? Why didn't you play Job Simulator? You're banned for trolling. Like, no, DSP, it's an actual game called Job Simulator. Go driving the game with a blinker on, that'd be hilarious. Yes, he's down for whatever you'll pay him for. Pay him, he'll do it.
All right, and we're going to get started in a sec. All right.
2 hours and 10 minutes so far.
Use the restroom. We'll be right back.
Oh, now he's got to go use the restroom.
Again, it's the final. Well, it's the last chance to see if we really want to continue it. I wasn't sold after that last stream. I want to play it one more time. You guys let me know what you think. And we'll go from there. I'll be right back.
Oh, shit. We're behind a little bit. We're behind by about 5 minutes. Oh, well. Yeah, he hates the music because it's urban music, guys. I'm not down with the how does the song guys? I don't listen to this hip hop music. How does the song go? Down with ODP. What does that even stand for? He's trying to rip out my name. My name is DSP, not ODP. You guys are idiots. Snort. Are you down with ODP? Listen to that hip hop anonymous music. Guy's an idiot. There he is. Yay. Oh, almost back. So his arm there. What's he doing? Just standing there?
Okay, everybody, I am back. Looks like Raging Boar did a super chat while I was gone. Thank you to Raging Boar. I appreciate that.
$1
so
super chat.
Yeah, here we go.
Been on Ice OG. He snorted him.
Okay.
Snort him as PIG.
So, let's get set up here. And
I don't know. Ask him about the members. I should have asked him about the members and watch him get all pissy about it.
Nick, I guess you really did miss the podcast. I did announce that I'm playing One Piece tomorrow. I'm actually gonna buy it later today, and preload it here on my Xbox, and get it going for tomorrow. We're actually gonna do a full stream of it. Less than 8 hours left. Oh, good, because I'm not buying it. It's good. But yes, we're playing it starting tomorrow, and it's going to be a playthrough that I balance with everything else. It's unclear if it'll end up being a main stream all the time, or if it'll end up being balanced as a night stream and day stream back and forth. We'll see. Well, I do Oblivion DLCs. Again, I keep telling you guys, I don't know anything about the Oblivion DLCs. All right? I can't answer that. Right now, I don't want to commit to that because I don't want to say, oh, we're taking a playthrough that may already be 50, 60 hours and I'll make it 80 instead. I don't want to do that. Let's play the game, see how well it's received.
Well, if you sat down and actually played them, they wouldn't take so damn long.
Going into the playthrough and we're, a good amount in and people want to see more, maybe then we'll do the DLC, but I'm not going to
take a break. Guys, it's been 2 hours since I last played WWE Champions. I gotta go play right now. Snort.
Okay, by the way, I need to lower my webcam, correct? Remember last time it was blocking some of the stuff?
The kid will be.
So let's lower it to about here. I think. I can't see. This background sucks. Hold on.
Can't see.
Oh, there we go. The garage background sucked to try to do my camera. I couldn't tell.
Well, maybe if you wear your glasses, you'd be able to see DSP.
Is it
Just saying.
No, it needs to move up. I said up, not right. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. There we go. Is that better? That looks pretty good, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that should be better. All right, back to the game.
Oh, he
right,
doesn't
guys,
clean,
ready?
so he knows it's gonna be dusty as hell.
You guys ready? Stupid thing. All right, let's start recording. I'm going to give everyone an update, the on-demand viewers, and we'll go from there. Here we go.
Still
All
stalling.
right, everyone, hello and welcome back to Need for Speed Unbound. So, I gave this game a shot last time. If you remember, I played it for around 3 hours on the EA Play trial. We have 10 hours to play it. I got some interesting feedback after that first session. A lot of people like the gameplay mechanics of the game and the graphics, but basically saying, man,
If you play Thermal Paste, he'll probably use super glue. Wouldn't surprise
it's for a
me.
niche audience, you know what I'm saying? For me, it doesn't really resonate because I'm not into car culture. So for me, it's kind of like meh. Previous Need for Speed games that I've played resonated a lot better, I feel. But I guess what they were doing is they were really trying to appeal to that kind of culture, right? Let's see how it does today. I'm going to play for another 3 hours. I'm definitely going to give it another chance, but let's see how it goes. And if it goes well, maybe we will keep it in the rotation as something that we play for every once in a while. But if not, no risk because it's a trial, right? Now, the other thing is, this is kind of important. Sadly, this game is 100% licensed to music. And when I played it last time, we were very curious how would that translate into the playthrough. Every video of this game I've uploaded was fully claimed on YouTube, and I lost all rights to those videos, meaning other companies literally own this playthrough right now. Okay? There's nothing I can do about that. That's how YouTube works. But I'd say if you're enjoying the playthrough, if you would consider maybe supporting it another way, as simple as liking the videos, leaving comments on them, gives engagement to the channel, at least maybe we'll bring some other viewers and check out the content. You could always look at the description of the video and consider leaving a tip. I would say leave a super thanks, but you can't on YouTube. If a video gets claimed, they take away your super thanks ability too. So that doesn't even work, okay? So it is what it is. If I completely turn off all of the music, we'd be playing silent Need for Speed. I mean, is that what you guys want? I don't think so. Let's continue. Now, one final thing as well. Last time around, the last thing we did is we took the money that we had earned and we upgraded the car. So the car should be getting gradually better every time that we play, as long as we keep putting money into upgrades, all right? So as of now...
How about you put the money you make into upgrading your streaming setup?
But once we start doing
just saying.
Races, we should earn enough money to keep upgrading the car.
He did not. Derek has not shown up, so I'm guessing his parents are keeping him under
okay?
control.
How you live.
Finally, he gets the gameplay. Only 2 hours and 16 minutes after the stream started. Yeah, that's a good point. For a guy who makes no ad revenue. Guys, I don't make any ad revenue. It's not that much. Guys, I'm not making ad revenue on this. Although during the bankruptcy, he said only $1,000 in ad revenue. That is $12,000 a year in ad revenue. But I'm sorry, only $12,000 a year in ad revenue. I haven't made that much in the entirety of my YouTube channel. I haven't made $12,000 between super chat, stickers, memberships, ad revenue combined. I haven't made $12,000. According to him, only $1,000 a month, which is $12,000 a year. It's not that much. Good. It is pretty disgusting. It's raining, it's pouring. ROTJ. What is it about Mark Hamill appearing in movies that have the initials of ROTJ? Return of the Jedi, Return of the Joker. Gotta love that movie. Can you imagine making $12,000 a year in ad revenue? And be like, oh, that's nothing, guys. It's only $1,000 a month. If I could make $1,000 a month between everything on my YouTube channel, I'd be ecstatic. Like, holy shit, I had to get my car paid off in 2 years instead of 5. I'm not, although, let's see, I started back in what, 2017? 18. Okay, so we'll say 5 years. That'd be $60,000, although then you take out taxes, so you get down to 40. What could I do with an extra 40,000? Oh, I could have outright bought my car. I wouldn't have had car payments. I could have shown up and gone, "Pow, give me that car," and had money left over. Like, are you shitting me? Started back in 2017 for, now it's 2023, but we'll say 5 years. That's $60,000, so then after taxes, that'd be $40,000. Like, I could have paid off, I could have just shown up, here's cash, give me that car, driven away. DSP, guys, $12,000 a year is nothing. It's like 20 pulls in WWE Champions, guys. Let's see, 110. Oh, let's do the math. I got a calculator. Why not? 12,000 divided by 110. It's only 109 polls, guys. How am I supposed to live with only 109 polls on WWE Champions, guys? I might be able to get 2 Hulk Hogan's for that price. God, I want to watch the rest of this, so I'm not. I'm going to go do other shit. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this with me. I know I did. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day. And let's see. Ooh, I might not be able to see you guys until Monday. Because Friday I'm 11 to 7, then I'm 6 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday, but after 2 o'clock, I'll be going to a friend's house to watch football both of those days. I probably won't see you guys again until Monday. When I live stream more Hollow Knight, probably. Probably gonna be Hollow Knight. Don't quote me on that though, but it should be Hollow Knight. And with that though, I'm gonna let you go. Like I said, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And have a wonderful day. And a good weekend.